from there.
A-Rod weighs 150, 130 of it is a drink. Circle K.
Thin man. Goodness.
Music representing 104.3. Hey, welcome to the show.
Here we go on a Friday. Can we call it a football Friday? Since the Dolphin schedule was released, I mean, it's kind of like a quirky little football Friday. Kim Bocamper is going to come on with us. What do you say?
I like football Friday.
Jimmy?
I call it football Friday.
All right. Solana?
I was checking to see if there's any XFL games, but apparently the championship was 2 weekends ago. So
I don't think there's XFL anymore.
USFL.
No, UFL.
UFL.
Yeah.
Let me
I
check
tried
what
to watch
UFL
one of those
is.
games.
I read an article today about the UFL. This is not the way I planned on starting, but I read an article today saying that the UFL is the first spring football league that's going to make it. The television ratings on Fox show that there's like 600,000 plus viewers per game. And that's more than NHL games. I don't buy it. The only reason I don't buy it, and again, I understand there's data. I don't think 600,000 viewers for a live sporting event is that much. Maybe in the summer when it's, softball and whatever, maybe it is. But I have never had a single person text, DM, ask me, mention, sneeze, hey, did you see what happened in the such and such game? Yesterday, last night, the week before. I literally have not heard a single person ever reference something they've seen in a UFL game this season.
I think I stopped on the channel because I sneezed, and then I changed the channel. It's not high quality football.
That's just how I know that I don't think anyone's paying attention. I don't think anyone knows who the teams are. I don't think anyone knows who the players are.
Yeah, it was bad.
Football Friday, sign me up because the Orlando Storm play the Dallas Renegades tonight at 8 p.m.
Let's put some money on it.
I'm in.
Enough pussyfooting around. Put some money on this bad boy.
Boy, that shows an age there.
Pussyfooting. I'm assuming the two young guys, Solana. I was going to call Solana and Jimmy the two young guys, but I think Jimmy's my age. I'm assuming Solana got nervous when I started with pussyfooting.
Mm-hmm. I sure
Jimmy's
did.
about to retire.
Just one more day, guys.
Jimmy pays for his Costco glizzy. Oh, did you get your Costco glizzy today? It's Friday.
It is Friday, but I did not get one today.
Wow.
Oh,
yeah. Jimmy pays for his Costco glizzy out of his 401k. He's past the age, so.
I do.
Good to go.
Dolphin schedule is out, and we've got NBA back in action tonight. So we got a little bit of action going on here. I think yesterday on the show, we all agreed that every NFL team gets at least one primetime game. Mm-hmm. And we had not taken into account that we have never been so epically bad that there are teams that don't get a single primetime game, and we are now one of them.
Love that Sunday when 1 o'clock, baby.
Man. Do you think that it bothers Stephen Ross that they don't have a single primetime game? Because this is business. Obviously, his business is real estate. But his business, when he bought the Miami Dolphins for billions with a B, he rolled out the orange carpet. He brought in celebrity owners. He's made big-time signings. Mm-hmm. And you fast forward now, how many years has he owned the team?
Since 2009, right?
Yeah.
I have no recollection.
I retired in 2011. He was the owner when I don't know exactly I know he was the owner when I played.
Yeah,
so somewhere
08, 09.
Yeah.
15, 16, 17, like somewhere between 15 and 20 years.
Yeah.
And his team is one of 5 that doesn't have a single primetime game. Like, do you think he's pissed?
Oh, ego knock, but not mad. You said business side of it, he has quadrupled his money with the Dolphins. So the spreadsheets look good, but an ego knock when your team's one of 5 out of 32 that don't have a primetime game.
I mean, it shows you that there's trouble in your sports franchise. Again, I said yesterday when we were looking at season win totals, and I said under 4.5 is hard to do. And then we looked at the teams that did it. How many were there? 4 maybe, or 5?
Yeah.
And now you're one of 5 teams that doesn't get a primetime game. Like, you are in the absolute basement of your business. And again, I'm just clarifying this business, the NFL business.
I have a different take on it. I don't think Stephen Ross is bothered by it this year specifically, because if you look back the last couple years, every single time the Miami Dolphins were on prime time, not only did it potentially result in their starting quarterback having a just brutal injury, because it seemed like every time the Dolphins were on prime time that happened, but also they never won a primetime game, and they were almost like a punching bag the following day for national headlines, and just like the national media just talking about the Dolphins always in a negative way. And because this year is going to be one of those seasons where, let's face it, Miami's not going to be contending, they're not going to be a great team, it probably doesn't bother him for this year.
So it's like, hey, let's skate through. We can avoid the prying eyes of the pundits after a primetime game.
Let's sneak through an NFL season and act like nobody's going to see us lose.
Yeah,
that is silly.
The last time, Crowder, the last time the Dolphins tried to do something like this, where they were going to put a product on the field that clearly was not conducive to a let's go win every game product. You remember the year before they got Tua Tagovailoa, they had the 5th overall pick. You had one national media member claiming that the Miami Dolphins were like potentially injuring their players. And I don't remember what Louis Riddick's take was, that it should be illegal what it is that they're doing, putting this quality product out there. And then everybody started talking about how the Dolphins were tanking, even though it was ridiculous. They weren't the only team that was tanking. Like, I don't know. I don't think he minds it this season.
I just think a lot of times owners believe that, hey, I've hired a very good head coach, and they told me Malik Willis is like, again, I'm not saying that this means anything, but I feel like if you own a team and you go, oh, yeah, you want me to spend whatever it is, $40 million on Malik Willis? Sure, here you go. And I'm bringing in, they're telling me these 2 guys, John Eric Sullivan and Jeff Hafley, are going to make us Green Bay South, and we're going to have a winning culture. And then all of a sudden the schedule comes out and you don't get a single primetime game. And it's like, did I do anything here to engender any kind of excitement about this team moving forward? I just wonder if he gets pissed, if he looks at it, or maybe gets pissed at the previous regime. Go, look at what I, had faith in, Chris Greer and Mike McDaniel, and they left me the cupboard so bare that I can't even get a bleeping primetime game for this franchise that, that's his baby. Like, as much as you say you might want to sneak through, I kind of feel like anybody who puts out a movie, if they know it's not the greatest movie of all time, they still want to be nominated for an Emmy if they can. Like, I kind of feel like if you own something, you still want the eyes on you because you're proud of what you've put together. And I don't know if he just gets pissed looking at that going, man, this is just not what I had envisioned.
You know your buddy that got divorced and you knew his wife, and after the divorce he tells you everything bad about his wife, that you were like, no, Debbie was amazing. Debbie couldn't cook. She was stupid. She kept me up all night snoring. He's hot with, like, I don't think he's happy with Chris Greer McDaniel Tua era at all, because that's when he went all in. But not wanting eyes on your team is kind of crazy from an owner's perspective. Like, just put eyes on my team. If I go out and get whooped by 20, at least I'm on prime time. At least you're seeing my baby, the stadium that I built myself with my own money. At least you're seeing the good side of my business. You can't, like Scrappy and Scooby-Doo running and hide behind trees in the woods for the whole NFL season. Nobody wants to hide through a season.
No, you may by the time week 8 rolls around.
1-7.
Don't be so certain. We have a loaded potato day. Not only is Kim Bokamper going to join us, Lee Sterling is going to join us. He's got a couple of futures on NFL team over-unders. I know Solana's got some interest in that, so we'll talk with him in the 3 o'clock hour. We'll begin today with headlines, brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com.
The Miami Dolphins, of course, will officially open up their season September 13th on the road against the Raiders. I know we're going to go through the whole schedule later on in the show, so I won't do that. But, there's no secret. This is a tough schedule, gentlemen. This is just like the first couple weeks before the bye week is...
Are you laughing at the same chat that I'm laughing at?
It's difficult.
Solana got on a Black Panther vibranium shirt.
The vibranium is the funniest rep. I saw that thing too, and I'm like, that's funny. The Black Panther vibranium.
Where do you buy your clothes from?
I think he told us what that shirt was last week when he wore it, or the week before.
Where do I buy my clothes? This isn't just clothes. This is the official Uruguay away jersey for the World Cup. I mean, this no joke, is one of the coolest jerseys that you'll see at the World Cup this year. Look at that.
That's one of the coolest jerseys you will see in the Marvel universe.
Did they all eat that little rose before the game?
What a great chat there, vibranium. That was funny. I saw it at the same time you did. And I said, that is a great call. Because like Black Panther jersey, cute, not that funny. You mentioned vibranium in there. It's funny.
Look at that. Look at that, bro. Look how fire that is, man.
It does look fire.
Oh, yeah. See your ally, Solana?
It says half pint Marlins, man.
Half pint.
Nike did a ranking of the best jerseys that will be featured at the World Cup. And you want to know what number one was?
Black Panther vibranium?
Black Panther vibranium right here. Yeah. I'll get you one, Crowder.
I'm good.
Hawk, I'll get you our white version of the
You know what jersey I was buying today? I sent you guys a text.
Matt Mervis.
Yeah, buddy.
Getting the Mervis.
Union Laguna getting it's 1,800 pesos for the Union Laguna jersey.
How many dollars is that?
107.
$107.
$100.
I mean, come on, it's a legit Mexican League jersey.
Legit. Somebody out there bootlegging Una La Liga jerseys, whatever you just said.
Do they play today, Hawk?
Oh, they do. I'll get to it at the 3 o'clock hour.
Oh, okay. All right. I gotcha. Just a couple more notes from the Dolphins schedule. Other than the fact that, again, tough start to the season at the Raiders, at the 49ers in San Francisco, and then they host Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, and then they got the Vikings. I know their quarterback situation is like whatever with Kyler Murray, but that's still a quality opponent that they'll be facing. They do face 3 teams coming off a Thursday game, so like one of those mini buys in the NFL, and they also play 2 teams coming off Friday games. So that's 5 games where they will be at a rest disadvantage, along with the fact that they have one of the toughest schedules in the league.
Yeah. They'll be at a rest disadvantage? Oh, I see what you're saying. The team that they're playing plays Thursday, so they have more than a week to rest. I got you.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So the Dolphins only, and everything could be flexed towards the end, but Dolphins only play on Sundays.
Only play Sundays. Yeah. I Hawk, yesterday when we talked about it, I did think that there was a rule that every team has to appear at least in one primetime game. And I feel like that was a thing at one point.
I always thought that was a thing, that you had to have at least a Thursday night or a Sunday night or a Monday night game, and then they've added more. primetime games. But I don't listen. I don't blame all these streaming services that are buying the rights or whatever for saying, yeah, give me quality games on paper.
Oh, 100%. You read the Thanksgiving and Sunday schedule. None of those, all those teams would be better than the Dolphins.
The speaking of primetime games, one of the other teams that isn't on primetime is the New York Jets. That shocked me just because it's New
The
York,
media market. Yeah.
right? And did you guys see who has the most primetime games in the NFL next season?
I did not.
The LA Rams, 7 primetime games, which is it ties an all-time record in a season.
Interesting.
They're going to be good.
What do you think of the Dolphins schedule release that the social media team sent out?
Mr. Ross wants to talk to you.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I thought it was a really good setup. Like I was really, I didn't know who Mr. Ross was going to be. I thought it was going to be Stephen Ross. It looked like they were pranking the players. I thought it was very well done. I thought it was that to me, you know, the ones that are like 6 minutes long, I ain't got time for that. But like that one, it was quick. I thought it was funny. Leaned into 305 stuff with Rick Ross. Like I thought it was a good schedule release.
Yeah. Whoever did the lookalikes, the doppelganger one, I think that's my favorite I've seen so far.
The Titans do it the best every
House the
season.
Titans.
Yep.
Remember they had the fans trying to identify who the opponents were based on the logo, and it was just like really wacky answers. That Titans one was my favorite as well. I thought that was
That one
great.
was funny.
Yeah. The Broncos had a good one featuring Peyton Manning as well.
Well, I don't think I saw that.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. That one was really good. I thought the Dolphins hit it out of the park because they're almost leaning into the joke of fans being upset with Stephen Ross. And at first I'm like, why would they have Stephen Ross, of all people, be like the marquee moment of this entire thing? Like, why? And I thought they hit it out of the park. That was hilarious. And it was cool as hell. It
was a good sketch.
Yeah. Am I getting got by the internet, or did Trevor Lawrence cut his hair?
I thought that he did after watching it. I watched their schedule release, and I felt like it was legit. Now, I did see a New York Post story today questioning whether it actually happened or not.
The Jaguars posted a picture of him throwing today in a red QB jersey, and he has a hat on, but you could tell his hair's gone.
Yeah, their schedule release is him cutting his hair. That is the schedule release. He's in the barber's chair. He's getting the Ellen DeGeneres cut, and he looks different.
So
he's not going to be as attractive with no hair now. That hair made his face. That face ain't too good looking.
well, what about his quarterback play? You know how they say, like, fat comedians, once they lose weight, they're no longer funny?
Yeah.
I wonder if Trevor Lawrence, without the hair, loses his ability to play quarterback.
I believe he does.
He's going to lose ability to holler at somebody at the club.
Yeah.
He's going to like
He's
a
gonna
cave
show-
man.
He's going to show them his banking app. He'll be
Well-
just fine.
You know,
He looks like a ugly woman.
well, you
I'm
know why
watching it
they,
right now.
you know why I think he did this. So his girlfriend or his wife, I don't know, like his spouse, they look identical. She has the exact same hair as him, and they almost look like siblings. And every time they were like a video is posted on social media, people point that out on the comments. So I wonder if he just got tired of people saying like, "You're dating yourself, bro." And he's like, "I got to get rid of this hair. I got to
I
top
think
it
at
all
some
off."
point you get known for the hair like Troy Polamalu and Trevor Lawrence or whatever. You may just get tired of it. Like you want to do something, kid and play. I'm not even joking. I was watching a video with him the other day. And when he signed on to do, wasn't House Party. What was another movie that kid did?
Very limited, Hawk. Very limited.
Man, but he said that the movie studio threw a fit because he was going to shave his head. He had that super high top.
Yeah.
And Man, I got to look at it, see what the movie is. And so they came up with a compromise that during the movie, a scene would be him getting it cut and wearing twists, which is what he had wanted to change to.
I had the big high top and got me picked on relentlessly in Atlanta.
That was the hot look, though.
I thought it was the hot look till I went to high school, and the seniors didn't think it was the hot look.
Were you doing the kid and play dance?
Trey Johnson, we used to pull my book bag down and let my books all spill in the floor.
So how long did you stick with the high top?
It's 3 days.
Shaved it off yourself?
No, I got it braided. I got the high
You
top
went with the twists?
So I had braids on top with a shaved side, but I wasn't keeping that high top because I wasn't big enough. Because Trey was a big fella. Yeah. I'll whoop Trey's ass if I see him to this day.
You ever see any of the Kid and Play movies, Solana?
I've seen House Party, but
Yeah.
that's literally the only one that I would know.
I watched Purple Rain last night. You ever seen that?
That's
You ever see it, Solana?
Yeah, we did during COVID. We did the whole thing.
Yeah,
where,
I couldn't remember if you had seen it or not.
yeah, like it. I thought it was a weird movie.
Man,
I
it
didn't-
is. It is so good. I hadn't seen it in years, and I watched it on MTV with commercials and the curses bleeped out.
That's weird.
It was about 3.5 hours last night, from like 9 till 12:30. I couldn't turn it off though, man. That movie is so good.
Yeah. I think I'm going to make my son watch it this summer because that's how you talk to a woman.
Yep.
What? See, you don't got no games, so that's why it's your problem. You ain't got
Gotta
no game.
have game. I
He
mean,
hit-
if you
he
don't
hits
learn
her.
from Prince, that what? Did you
Right?
say Prince didn't have game?
No, I said he hits her like in the movie.
Well, he's struggling with who his dad was.
No, I get that, but like that's not exactly like the
talking about-
moral compass of a movie to show a
go
young
beat
man.
up a woman. I'm talking
I
about when
know.
he's speaking to a girl, how he's smooth, he just integrates. Come on, man. You
You
can't
got to cleanse yourself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka.
And he says it's so smooth.
Oh my God. And he's
That
a little
voice?
dude, man. It don't matter.
No.
The only good part about that movie, let's be 100% honest. The only good part about that movie is the guitar solo at the end. That's it. That's
That
the
movie
only
is
good part.
so good. I had forgotten how good it was. Like, and I couldn't turn it off last night. That movie is so good. Don't listen to Solana if you've never seen it.
Yeah,
It's like
go see
trying to
Purple
be-
Rain.
Trying to be artsy in like the mysterious.
Wasn't trying to be
way.
anything. That was Prince, dope.
Yeah.
This isn't a made. This is a biopic. It's not a made up character.
It's pretty close to his life story.
What's his old lady's name? Delapopoulos?
Who?
Prince's old lady's name.
Which
Bonita
one?
Applebaum.
You talking about Apollonia?
Apollonia. There we
Yeah.
go. So the Apollonia wasn't in the positive of this movie, Solana? You're crazy.
Bonita
Wendy,
Applebaum.
Lisa, Apollonia. Sheila E. was part of his entourage for a long time.
Tonight in the NBA, you've got two games. 7 o'clock, game 6. Pistons at the Cavs. Cavs can close them out. San Antonio goes to Minnesota. Game 6. San Antonio can close them out on the road. Both
Let's
games
give
are on Prime.
DBJ the opening lines to Prince's song "Darling Nikki" from that movie.
What are they?
I'll let Jimmy read them.
The Marlins play in Tampa Bay tonight. They open up a 3-game series before coming back home against the Bravos. And Inter Miami plays on Sunday. They will take on Portland at New Stadium. Your weather in South Florida right now, it's 88 degrees. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the mid-70s. It's brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping homeowners stay safe this storm season. Visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate.
Leroy Horde is texting me, and if he's texting me that he doesn't like Purple Rain, I am severing all ties. Oh,
You can't.
he just texted me. I will fight Solana on site with his Prince take. Thank
Come
you,
on,
Leroy.
Solana.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
You're a year older today, Leroy. I'd settle down, old man.
Leroy's birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday, Leroy.
Remember? That's why they brought in the bunt cake yesterday. You eat bunt. All right. Kimbo Camper is going to join us in the next segment. Just because you're getting older doesn't mean you have to feel like it, Leroy. If your energy is low, your sleep is off, your weight won't budge, you got brain fog, your sex drive isn't what it used to be, switch things up. I'm talking about Atlantic Men's Clinic. Maybe your game just isn't quite what it used to be. Less energy and less drive, not feeling like yourself. You deserve to feel your best. It's why I started getting testosterone at Atlantic Men's Clinic. Atlantic Men's Clinic, they've got their advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1, PDA, and more. They treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you shed pounds and have more energy, enhance your body composition, improve your sleep, increase your sex drive, so much more. Atlantic Men's Clinic, they really are the experts in treating low testosterone and other men's sexual health conditions. I am telling you from experience, you are going to notice a difference. If you're like the many men who are low T, within just a few weeks, you'll feel your energy return and the brain fog go away. Your sleep will improve. Your workouts will improve. Your sex drive will be significantly enhanced as well. Atlantic Men's Clinic. They have 7 locations in South Florida. Call them at 877-455-7300 or visit atlanticmensclinic.com. Featured therapies are compounded, have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Yeah.
Coming you
Absolutely nothing.
All right, Kim Bocamper is on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. Haven't spoken to him in a while, but kind of get the percolating feeling of football season again with the schedule release, and excited he's coming on with us. Longtime Miami Dolphin. He's on the Dolphins Walk of Fame, been part of the Dolphins TV coverage on CBS4 for years. Longtime friend of the program. Hello, Bo.
Hey, how you doing, Hawk? It's been a long time, and it was really nice to hear Jimmy's face or Jimmy's voice when he picked up the phone. I always look forward to a little Jimmy time.
He's
So
a talker.
So do we. So the Dolphins' schedule on paper, very difficult. But is this coming season, is it about wins and losses, or is it about this new regime and them putting their stamp on what Dolphins football is and will be?
Yeah, I think that's the case. Everyone is asking, how many, I go, look, I don't care how many games they win this year. The only thing I don't want them to go, I don't want to have an offer, but it's about, all the stuff that's gone on over the last 4 or 5 years, and the 10 years with Chris Greer that would draft players and then instead of developing them and then let them go with the team after 2 years, I don't like this guy, and so we're not gonna. So it's, to me, it's the new regime, and I think they believe in growing from the draft, homegrown, develop, and keep. And so what I'm looking for is a little bit of that. And I'm just looking for a football team that goes out and plays hard. And whether they're down by, 14, or whether they're down by 3, or whether they're ahead, just plays. I want to see, you're tired of seeing guys that should be playing stand on the sidelines, and all the stuff that went on with Mike McDaniel and his so-called teammates. I'm a little tired of that, very tired of that. But I think this comes back to more of a, these guys come from the black and blue division, right? And they're both sons of coaches. They're football guys from the time they were in the crib, and so I think we're going to see more of that little old school, traditional, hard work, hard practices, expectations being, you like your expectations to always be higher than your guys are playing at, and trying to get them to keep reaching. And so that's what I'm looking for out of a football team. Just give me some good football. Just give me some basic stuff. Be tough. And play to the last whistle,
And to that point, Bo, like with Hafley and Sully. So let's go Sully first. He's working with $150 million dead money. So he's working on he's working on 50 cents on the dollar with the other GMs. And then Hafley, how can we really evaluate him if it is a 4-13 season? Because the record says 4-13. But to your point, I know how they're drafting, they're getting bigger. I think they want to be a physical team, Bo. But can we really evaluate them on this season?
Well, I don't think so. Again, I don't. The wins and losses, I don't think that's the evaluation now. So they basically cleared out all the deadwood, right? All the malcontents, all the guys that were and look, you lose a guy like Waddle. Waddle was great, but he just became put some shrapnel in what's going on. But you had the James Daniels guys and this guy and that guy, and that you guys for 2 years overpay them and you don't get any value out of them. Now you got a lot of young, 13 draft choices this year, and then they've got I think they've got right now 40 some odd players on 1-year contracts. So this is at this point, if I'm Sullivan, I would want to see my 2-year draft of 2 years ago be better than they've been, especially Chop Robinson, right? He needs to play better. And then I want to see the draft that you had last year with Kenneth Grant. You had Phillips, Biggins, you had Savaianaya. I want to see those guys be the type of players that you expected them to be when they were drafted, and then add this draft where Proctor and and Johnson, all these guys that you drafted, that seem to be solid guys, see them play up to a level that's going to tell you that this is not going to be a 5-year turnaround or a 5-year rebuilding. It may be a 2-year. I would expect this team to play much, much better next year than this year if they instill the basics, the fundamentals, and the desire to be a good football team that has to come from those players. And that's the message that I think that that Hafley has to instill in that football team.
Going back, Bo, to how the Dolphins have to finish out games this year and like you said, just play tough football. How important will these two games that stand out to me on the schedule, at Buffalo November 22nd and then at Lambeau Field against the Packers December 20th, aside from the ties that Hafley and Sully have, just the idea that this team could never play in cold weather. They'll get that opportunity later in the season to just go prove, look, maybe they can't compete with those teams because of the talent this season, like you mentioned, but that they can still compete in cold weather and kind of shake off the narrative that they're soft when it comes to playing in that type of climate.
Well, so that's one of the other things with Hafley and Sullivan that I like. They've been in Green Bay. They know what Green Bay is like when to play, especially in the winter. And if they can bring out, an iota of something to deliver to this team that could make them have some way that they can figure out to give them a notion of how to play better football in that kind of weather, since they've been in it, as much as any football team has been over the last, including the Buffalo Bills. I think there's not much you can do. I mean, but if they can have some insight in how to get those guys able to play in the game in a cold game. So last year in Green Bay, if you remember that game, it wasn't overly cold. It was cold. It wasn't bitter. And that team played all right, but the tackling was horrendous. So, if they can figure out with these guys, get these guys in here and figure out how to get that defense to tackle better in the cold weather. And look, I don't know. Look, I come from California and I've been in Florida for the rest of my life. Don't ask me about how to play in cold weather. But they've played in a lot, and if they can impart a little knowledge, a little knowledge is better than none, right?
Yeah.
This show thrives on little knowledge.
I'm about to say, there's not much knowledge coming from my side, Bo.
Speaking of Solana, I guess,
right? he's the leader of unknowledge.
I hate to do it, but I had to get a little shot in Solana, not in a cruel fashion, but just just because I like him. You give him a little dig, just so really on the radar.
Yeah, I really miss you too, Bo.
Hey, Bo, were you surprised that they made Devon Achane a top 5 paid running back in the NFL?
No, I'm not. I mean, that guy's delivered since he's been here. You know what he's like as a running with the run game. He catches the ball and then he delivers after the catch. He's got the speed thing. And he's a guy I've seen on the sidelines where he's been dinged up sometimes, and the trainers come over, he'll just push him away and go play. So he's a tough guy. He's given us all you can need. I think he's the third highest paid running back in the league between Barkley,
McCaffrey,
Christian
McCaffrey,
and so then it's Devon. So I think it's well deserved, and it's so it does another thing too. So you go back to Andrew Van Ginkel, go back to Christian Wilkins, go back to Javon Holland, go back to those guys that the Dolphins drafted high, and in 2 years you knew they weren't going to re-sign him. And so they kind of let him hang out there. And by signing Devon now, I think it sends a message to everybody on that team that, hey, if you play well and you get to that point, they're not going to push you to the last year of your contract and get into a haggling situation. They're going to take care of you. And I think that's what they did for Devon. And look, right now he's the best player you have on your football team. So you might as well pay him.
We know famously what your Dolphins teams were like and who the head coach was, and then you watched Mike McDaniel coach the team the last 4 seasons, and now you've been around Jeff Hafley as he's putting his imprint on the team. Do you notice this early on a visible difference?
Come on, Hawk. Come on. You're throwing the bait. I know you're throwing the bait out on me.
Do you sense a complete 180 from how this team will be approached by the head coach?
I do, no doubt. I don't see Jeff Hafley, calling somebody a teammate when he sprains an ankle. I don't see him saying, well, we have guys that come in late and I find them, but there's nothing else I can do. They keep coming late. I don't see that coming out of these guys. Mike was a different guy, and it's funny for all this. It's funny too. So he's in San Diego with Adam Gase. That should be an interesting coaching situation there. But for all
some
for all
long
this bluster
conversations between them two. That's a weird conversation about what they want to do on third down, Bo.
But so for all this bluster about him being an offensive genius, right? This guy that's got the new, he's creates these new things. It's odd how over the last 2 seasons, I think the number was somewhere between 50 and 60 passes were completed behind the line of scrimmage in the second half of the season. That's not the offense that they bargained for. So I don't think he delivered there, and I really don't think he delivered. I don't think he delivered as a leader of men, which has become a little bit of a cliche.
Yeah, but it was visible. I think everybody kind of realized that towards the end.
Yeah, and Bo, something we talked about
sometimes a guy would talk. I got to tell you, sometimes I would, I'd be in the post-game locker room and listen to him talk, and like 5 minutes in, I go, I don't even know what the hell he's saying.
We would play the sound, and we'd go, what the hell is this guy talking about? I'm telling you, I never saw someone more at a loss for words and just muscling through stuff than watching CBS 4 after the games last season when you were looking for anyone to talk to in the locker room, and it was just like another shellacking or another embarrassment, and you were just trying to muscle through, man.
Hey, where did they filibuster at? On the Senate floor?
Yeah.
It seemed like he was filibustering post game. Like, what are you talking about?
You know what? We were in Tampa. We were in Tampa 2 years ago for joint practices, and Sal Palantonio was there. And before practice, Sal came up to me. He says, "Hey, I got to interview Mike after practice." I said, "What can you tell me about him?" I said, "Well, I can tell you this." I said, "It's like walking up on a bush and poking your arms in there and spreading all the limbs around and seeing an acorn, grabbing it off the bush, and then all the bushes are going to collapse on you, and you're going to end up with just one acorn out of that whole little bush." So I saw Sal afterwards. I said, "How'd it go?" He goes, "Just like you said."
Hey, speaking of Tampa, Bo, my son just graduated University of Tampa. But for 4 years, you told me to go eat a sandwich at Wright's. And it took us 4 years, but my wife and I and son finally got to Wright's, and it absolutely delivered. That was an excellent recommendation, and my wife is angry that I didn't let her go there before.
What was this? It's the beef champagne or the beef?
Some big giant, like, a bow size. Hey, speaking of food, Bo, we've had this conversation on the show, and Crowder texted me that I'm not going to tell you which side we're all on. Do you eat in the bed?
No.
Of course
Oh,
not.
Bo.
Of course not.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Bo,
Yeah.
you want to, some
You know,
leftovers? Go watch some TV.
He's a
midnight?
restaurateur, first of
No,
all. He knows
no,
where food
no.
belongs.
No, Channing, that's disgusting.
Yes.
Disgusting.
Right?
What are you gonna roll over and get you gonna roll over and a Frito's gonna go up your ass? What? I mean, come on.
Well, I eat meat, but you want a grilled cheese sandwich, maybe 5 blow pops and 2, popsicles at 1 a.m. You got to sit in the bed and watch Netflix with that.
Can you imagine?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm
No.
glad Bo cleared that up because I
No,
think Crowder will stop
maybe-
arguing this.
The only way I would do that if I had one of those like those beds like the hospital beds where you can get yourself right and do that. But and maybe
But even then, you wouldn't feel good about it.
I think that's the only time I've ever eaten in a bed was when I was in a hospital bed,
Right.
and couldn't get up. Right.
Yeah.
Last night I had a Mikado salad and chicken wings right
Like
in the
he
bed.
he will literally go to the kitchen, cook something at night, and then purposefully bring it back to his bed.
Well, look, I've done that. I've got up and I've cooked stuff, but I sit out in the living room and
Right.
eat,
Like a man.
I sit on she's like a man, right?
Like a man.
What does your
Mortgage.
your wife say
I
about
want to
that,
eat.
Channing? What does Mama say about that?
We just celebrated our 15th wedding anniversary, so she just kind of deals with it, I believe, Bo.
It is what it is.
That's not the only thing. I'm sure that's not the only thing she deals with, Channing.
And my personality.
Yeah,
and everything else, pretty much.
Pretty much the entire package. She actually describes him as Mike McDaniel. You get the one little acorn, but everything else falls apart.
Out of the whole bush, she got one acorn, Bo.
We'll see you, Bo. This is why I don't have Bo on too
all
often.
right.
We end up getting in trouble by the end. By the end, we've got Fritos going up our asses. I don't know what's happening. We'll see you, Bo.
All right, take care.
There you go, Kimbo Camper. I do enjoy having him on. I enjoy having football season back. Like just something to talk about with football. Like it just
That's awesome.
kind of feels good. All right, don't go anywhere. We're not going anywhere. You don't go anywhere.
If you're in the market for a car, not just a car, a beautiful vehicle, you have to go to Ed Morris. And right now they're celebrating their 80th year in business. And my buddy Chris Atkins, the GM over there, Teddy Morris, you see him on the commercials. They're an amazing team over at Ed Morris Sawgrass Cadillac. They're commemorating the occasion the only way they know how, by bringing special savings to Cadillac Luxury for their customers. You got to check out the all-electric Cadillacs. They have mastered this all-electric thing. Look into the all-electric 2026 Cadillac Optic. It is just $349 a month. And the all-electric 2025 Cadillac Lyrics is just $369 a month. They have been family-owned and operated for 80 years. They should be celebrating, but they're going to celebrate by taking care of their customers because that's what they've been doing for 80 years. Don't miss out on the 80th year anniversary savings. Go see my friends at Edmore Sawgrass Cadillac. They're the 6-time dealer of the year. Right off Sunrise Boulevard and the Sawgrass Expressway. You can visit EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com. And remember, you got to be backed by Morris. I tell y'all all the time, my entire driveway is backed by Morris. From the trade-in to the lease to the sale to the service. They email me. They text me this morning. So I have a service up, and I text them back. And they said, okay, well, bring it in when you want to schedule it. I'm telling you, they watch out for their customers. Click EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
You guys see new Mozart is dropping soon?
He's dead.
We back at it with the steady Hochman, Crowder, and Solana. 305, cafecito time, dame una colada. Got some interviews next. Always got dope guests. Get the cesspool live, dropping comments and likes. We about to get right. Talking sports, my G. Listen to Odyssey and 104.3. Live and back on GeorgiaMusic.com. Hitting it at the park like a Matt Mervis bomb off power. Get ready for the 3 o'clock hour. Get ready for the 3 o'clock hour. Get ready for the 3 o'clock hour. Get ready for that 3 o'clock.
That's Georgie. I bet he eats in bed,
Yeah, he looks like a bed eater.
right?
Yeah, I didn't think this was as crazy till we started talking about it.
The way that you eat in bed, the one that blew my mind, I think it was this week you told the story of Asia being out of town and you going to cook something and then specifically going back to your bed to eat it instead of when you have the run of the house, just eating it on the couch and watching a show. Like it's mind-boggling to me though. But Sandra never would have allowed eating in the bed.
Oh, my mom wouldn't either.
Yeah, I think I just inherited that gene.
But you're sitting there, you're halfway through a movie on Netflix, and you want a grilled cheese. Pause, fry you up a grilled cheese, go back, push play.
Well, I don't want to blow your mind, but you're not pausing a videotape that you have to go back and watch it on the player that you were watching it on. If you pause that Netflix show, you can pick it up wherever you are, even if you go to a different state and open it up on your phone.
California King, double pillow top, memory foam.
Great for sleeping. That's great for sleeping and watching TV.
Eating too.
Not eating, man. I don't get it. And I'm glad Bo was on my side. That's the ally I needed.
I'm telling you, I would have bet money.
He's the ally I was looking for.
Yeah. Then the leftovers, my dog can sneak it at night and eat the leftovers off the floor.
Oh, the dog is licking leftovers off your pillow?
No. Because I'm not getting back up and going to the kitchen. That's ridiculous.
Mr. 305. Dale.
God bless. Dale.
Dale.
Thank you, Jimmy.
You're welcome.
305 is sponsored by Miami Lakes Chevrolet, where you walk in as a customer and drive out as family.
But it's like I call them hood chos. It's where you just get tortilla chips and put grated cheese on top and melt it. Those are my hood chos.
The best. Then I love hood chos. That's David's favorite.
I love hood chos too. Hood chos is probably 50% of my bed eating.
Those hit because the cheese on like some of the ends get crispy.
Yes, sir.
That's so
But then,
good.
there's some melted cheese on the plate. I lay it on the floor, wake up in the morning, no more melted cheese. I know what happened. Nino came in.
You had asked earlier, Solana, if Mervis was playing tonight. Matt Mervis is Algodoneros Unión Laguna play Los Sultanes de Monterrey tonight at Walmart Park in Monterrey. 7:30 p.m. first pitch, which is 9:30 p.m. our time. I am now following his team on Twitter, and I will be able to give you updates as the season progresses. But I am the biggest Algodoneros de Unión Laguna fan in South Florida. What does that mean again, Solana? I think you told us yesterday.
Yeah, so I believe it's the cotton farmers.
Algodoneros?
Yeah, algodoneros. Algodón is cotton.
Wow. That stadium holds 21,000 people.
Oh, and look who's on the game day promo for today.
Yeah.
Big Merv.
I don't know if that's him or not. I really don't. Okay. I have no idea. I was going to say that regardless. I have no idea if that's Mervis.
He hadn't swung a bat yet. They can't put him on the promo.
No, I think he went 0 for 4 in his debut.
He's killing it.
Yeah, because they played yesterday, Hawk.
They played yesterday, and and I think he was on the team the day before. I'm having there's a little bit of delay getting my news from wherever they are.
Oh man, he went 0 for 3 yesterday, and he was pulled. He did get a walk though.
Yeah, you don't want to pitch to him.
Yeah, 0 for 3. Let's pitch around him.
Just like every other stop, at some point, pinch hit for Matt Mervis. He was taken out of the game yesterday.
So excited about
They got swept in their 3-game series against the Tecos de los Laredos.
Yeah, new series tonight, Monterrey. So what is this? I see at the bottom, LMB. Is that like League of Mexican Baseball?
Yeah,
Liga Mexicano
Mexicana Baseball.
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 It's the teammates.
Bro, Mexican League is like maybe the second most popular league in the world.
I mean, if they got a 21,000 seat ballpark, there's it's not a 400 seater.
I looked it up to make fun of it, but then I saw 21,000 capacity. I was like, goodness, that's a big ballpark.
And it's Walmart Park.
Yeah. His teammates. I just knew this guy's terrible.
Wait till they find out you un Julio.
No, isn't the president of Mexican?
Yeah,
of
she's
Mexico, Julio?
Yeah.
Or Julia in this case.
First female president and first Jewish president. Scheinbaum.
Wow.
She was instrumental in bringing Mervis to
Right. Yeah.
Union.
All right. Well, I mean,
where are they? What is the city? What is that city? Like I've heard of Monterrey before, but I don't they're.
Let me look it up.
The Algodoneros is the team name, and
Torreon.
Union Laguna is the city, right?
No, it's in Torreon, in Mexico, which is Torreon it's right near Durango. It's in it's like central, literally like central Mexico. It's near it's near Monterrey.
But what is Union Laguna or Union Laguna? That's got to be a city in Torino or whatever you said.
Torreon.
Torreon.
I don't know. I'll do a little bit more research here.
All right. Because I want to know what city. Yeah, they're the Laguna Union Cotton Farmers in English.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've only been to Cancun.
Yeah, where have I been? I've been to Acapulco. I've been to Ixtapa. I've been to Cozumel, which really is like going to Bayside.
I've been to Cozumel too.
Pretty
They
much.
drop you off at the Senior Frog for 1
100%
hour.
going to Bayside.
Never mind. I'm lying. I've been to Cozumel as well.
Actually, Bayside might be a better destination than going to Cozumel. No joke, man. I told you guys this. I went to Mexico City a couple of years ago. It is awesome. Like
Mexico City is supposed to be a great city.
Yeah.
one of the coolest. It feels like being in like a European city. It really was one of the coolest places I've ever been to.
Yeah.
Now this is nowhere near that, Hawk. So if you're planning a trip to
Right.
Union Laguna,
No, because you can't. Remember when I was looking for me and Steven Strom and Jack McMullen to fly there, you can't even fly into Mexico City. You got to fly into Torreon.
Cozumel, I was trying to find my special medicine and I left the port.
Oh, I've been to Tijuana as well, now that you mentioned special medicine.
I went about 2 blocks off the port and I said, never mind. Hey, let's go to Senior Frog. We'll catch this next stop.
All right, you want to do headlines?
yeah, let's do headlines.
Anybody going to watch that game tonight? Is it on TV anywhere? Can I stream that? Jimmy knows all that stuff. Can I stream the Mexican League anywhere?
I'm actually ahead of you. I'm looking for it, and so far, no dice.
Well, if you whatever you find, whatever streaming service I need to sign up for, I'll buy it for you and me.
Copy that.
All right.
Is no dice a saying?
I used pussyfoot earlier.
No dice.
Headlines are brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com.
It is in the Torreon is in the Mexican state because they have states similar to the United States, and it's in Coahuila. So that's the state that it's in, Coahuila, and it borders the Durango as well.
Yeah, I got to see what.
But it looks like
that ballpark feature. What they're at Walmart Park tonight, but I want to see what their home ballpark features.
It looks like it's a pretty big city, though. Torreon, 730,000 inhabitants, making it the second largest city in the state of Coahuila.
Mm-hmm.
And then Torreon is just from Wikipedia, is part of the Comarca Lagunera metropolitan area.
Well, I'm telling you, Matt Mervis wouldn't end up at some rinky-dink outfit. Guy was leading MLB in home runs at one point last season.
2 games. For 2 games.
Listen, I believe I'm factually correct in saying he was leading the league, certainly the National League, in home runs at one point.
You're correct. 18 innings.
The Miami Dolphins schedule and the entire NFL schedule was released yesterday. The Dolphins put out a video with Rick Ross. We talked about it earlier. Happened to be a very, very funny video yesterday. Yeah. Any surprises to you guys on the schedule? Anything that kind of stands out? I had mentioned to Bo about the Dolphins having to go to Green Bay at the end of the season. They have to play Buffalo in like mid or late November as well. But in terms of like cold weather games, those are pretty much the only 2 games that they'll have to play in cold weather, other than the Patriots at the end of the season, because they host the Jets in November. They host the Bears when they play them in December, and they host the Chargers in late December as well. They host the Bills, by the way. Buffalo escapes the dreaded South Florida heat because Buffalo comes to Miami on January 3rd.
All right.
Jumps out to me is AFC West and NFC North, who are 2 monster divisions right now.
It ain't an easy schedule.
No, that's hell.
Well, good thing there's no expectations this year.
People say that, and then...
Can they play in the ACC? Go 500.
It seems like, just because you bring up the ACC, it seems like the 24-team college football playoff is going to end up happening, because I've been seeing reports that the only conference right now that hasn't necessarily confirmed that they want this change is the SEC, Crowder. But I did read that even Notre Dame is behind it. The ACC is behind it. The Big Ten is behind it as well.
Yeah, they should do it. I saw you. I think one of y'all sent it to Mario Cristobal. Didn't like it.
He was on.
He was on some.
He was just talking about it this week.
Yeah, y'all. One of y'all sent it to me. He didn't think.
He's
like, what's the point of a regular season if 24 teams have a
Jimmy
chance
has
to win
been
the championship?
spamming our thread with like nonsense for.
Jimmy, you got to slow back. Some of this stuff is ridiculous. 3 a.m.
I love when he
3 a.m. No. That's where I draw the line.
He's texting me the Edmonton coaching change. I'm like, do you even know me?
I mean,
I'm teasing Jimmy. Keep him coming.
The Panthers ruined their
Yeah. No, I mean, Jimmy's right. Like Knobloch getting fired happens to be a win for the Florida Panthers. It really does.
What's his first name?
Chris.
No chance.
Yeah, Chris Knobloch.
I think that's someone else.
You like to lie.
Jimmy just forwarded me the YouTube channel for my Laguna. Union Lagunas. I just want to call them the Lagunas. They have 4,000 subscribers.
Beckham becomes a billionaire. I didn't need that, Jimmy. I'm not worried about that.
The one thing we really didn't need was that the Celtics hired Isaiah Thomas as a scout. I mean, Jimmy, come on.
I just thought it was
that one.
funny.
Like,
I
what,
just thought it was funny.
What are you scraping there, man?
I just thought it
How
was
on
funny.
earth is that relevant to us? I'm just teasing, though. Keep them coming.
All right, we've got NBA playoff action tonight. Gentlemen, any interest in any of these two games? The Spurs can close out the Timberwolves, and the Cleveland Cavaliers at home can close out the top seed in Detroit.
I'm going to see the MJ movie at 7. So what's the late game?
The Spurs and Timberwolves.
Perfect, because I would never watch that Pistons-Cavs game.
You know what? I'll watch a closeout game. I'm gonna watch both of them tonight. And this damn James Harden goes for 30. I didn't think he had it in his body. Yeah, I gotta watch.
Yeah, watch tonight when he's 2 of 15.
Yeah.
Oh, he can't have two 30-point games in a row. He's 100.
Yeah, but nobody dreads a game 7 more than James Harden because that's when he puts up the real stinkers.
Mhm.
So maybe he'll actually
Builds the narrative.
Yeah, maybe he'll actually he'll be locked in tonight. Just
He's
to
like,
avoid
Jason
game
Tatum's
7.
got this right, man. Just let me sit this one out.
The Miami Marlins will be in Tampa. They'll be back at the Trop, Crowder. You love the Trop.
Oh, they fixed the stadium. They fixed.
They did.
Yeah, I did hear that.
DJ and his
They're
friends are
terrible.
going tonight. Marlins got them tickets. Thank you, Marlins.
Aren't the Rays terrible?
No, the Rays are really good this year.
They're first place in the division.
Really? I didn't
Yeah.
even know.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
we could tell.
They got rid of Randy Orozco. That's what I
Yeah.
didn't like.
Big change.
He's Cuban.
Yes, Randy Rosarena is in fact Cuban.
Marlins have had a little rough go of it lately.
It's all right. Jansen Junk on the mound tonight.
He's been good.
Be all right. And they come back and they face the Braves. So maybe the rough go will continue for the Fish.
Maybe they should send a scout out to El Torreon.
Send Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, that one to me was like, what are we doing?
That was a little out of left field.
It was. I admit that.
But I like those. Keep them coming, Jimmy.
Former FIU coach.
Yeah. Do not. No. Is it that Isaiah Thomas? I believe
No.
it's the young Isaiah Thomas who
the
they
little
hired as
bald
a scout.
one.
Jimmy, you think NBA legend
Never mind.
Isaiah Thomas is taking a job with the Celtics as a
scout, as a college scout. No, it's the young IT who's been, trying to get back in the league. It just never worked out for him. I actually felt good for him that he was doing something with Boston, but no, I did not. I didn't click on the story, but there wasn't 1 ounce of me that thought it was Bad Boys Isaiah.
Come on, Jimmy. They all look the same.
I take that text back then.
Well, it happens to be a interesting story for one reason. It's because remember Isaiah Thomas had that fantastic season with the Celtics.
I declared him better than Kyrie during those playoffs.
Yeah.
I remember during the playoffs declaring him more exciting and a better ball handler than Kyrie Irving.
He played through an injury, and then he had that death. I believe it was his sister who had
It was his
passed
sister.
away,
Yeah.
and he played through it. And the Celtics ended up kind of screwing him by not giving him. I think it was a contract extension, and he thought that there was like a handshake agreement. Like the specifics of the story escaped me a little bit, but the fact that he goes back to Boston now to join that organization happens to be a pretty interesting story. Just I don't know about sending it in our group thread, but
Well, look, gave us a segment.
Boom.
all right. Inter Miami, they're also in action. They're going to play on Sunday. They're trying to make it 3 wins in a row. They're going to host Portland at new stadium. Have you guys haven't been, right, to the new stadium yet? No. Yeah, that's going to be Sunday at 6 p.m. Obviously, we're
Have you gone yet?
No, I have not.
Are you
gone
going?
Yet. Yeah, they play Philadelphia next Sunday. I might go to that game.
Yeah. My kids get back from school next Friday, so we're gonna start going to sporting events.
And then late July, Hawk, they're going to take the break for the World Cup. Late July, they have a bunch of games at home, but they play Chicago as well. I don't know if that interests you at all, but
No, I want to go see Chicago play at their stadium, McDonald's.
Yeah, you have to wait a couple years.
Yeah.
2029 is when that stadium's supposed to be open. That is pretty cool,
if they don't
right?
sell McRibs all season long there, they are missing the boat.
You can get some cheap tickets right now, bro. 2029.
Or if they score a goal, you get a free McRib.
Or that.
Yeah,
Remember when you wanted to give away free slabs of ribs, Flanagan's?
I got my
Flanagan's just like, give us a good promotion for the Marlins, won't break the bank. And then, how about 10,000 green plastic cups? They're about a penny each. Sure, Jimmy suggests. How about 10,000 free slabs of ribs?
I did get my Flanagan's soccer cup. You saw how they added a soccer ball behind Joe Flanagan, obviously in anticipation of the World Cup coming here. I went to Flanny's on Saturday night. I didn't feel good about it. I picked it up at like 1:30 in the morning, right before they closed. Ordered it to go. I was coming back from a concert, and man, I threw down rib rolls and a Philly cheesesteak at 1 in the morning. At 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
How was that concert? You were up in my neck of the woods, West Palm. Where'd you go? I think.
I went to I watched Kid Cudi. It was fire, man. It's the 5th time I've seen him.
That was the one that MIA was supposed to be on that tour, right?
I don't think she was scheduled to perform in Miami. Oh. I saw Big Boy, Crowder. Big Boy opened. Big Boy and 8-Track.
Big Boy?
Not why. He's not French.
No, it's B-O-I. That's Big Boy.
Straight 3,000 and Big Boy.
Yeah.
Love some Outkast, huh?
I'm a huge fan of Big Boy.
You've seen Kid Cudi 5 times?
Yeah, 5 times.
You might be a stalker.
I like, I've never seen Kid Cudi in concert, and I don't know much more than his soundtrack from Project X. But I thought the music in that movie, I love that movie, but I thought the music was so great. I bet he puts on a good show.
Yeah, I'm sure you just love is it the song Memories that got turned into like a house?
Maybe.
Like
There's one, it was like a super popular banger.
Yeah,
I'm sure I have.
He goes day and night.
Day and night. That's it.
Uh-huh.
Bro, I think is great, man. It happens to be like a great venue to watch a concert. It's just, I'm halfway to Disney at that point. It took me an hour and 40 minutes to get there.
Pursuit of Happiness. That's the song I like.
Yeah, Pursuit of Happiness.
Will Smith.
Hawk, do you live in Boca, or do you live in West Palm? Where do you live?
Boca.
Oh, okay.
You have to hear me say Boca.
Meisner Park.
Because I was thinking driving. I'm getting to West Palm. Like Hawk drives 2 hours to Miami every day.
No, but
like,
Tobin lives close to there.
Yeah, Tobin told me he lives close to Jupiter.
Lives in Wilton Manor.
Crazy.
Nah, not Wilton Manors. I thought he lives in like Lake Worth or Wellington.
Yeah. Wilton Manors is in Broward, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's great fishing in Lake Worth. Whew.
Yeah, Lake Worth Pier.
Wellington got some good fishing too. There's nobody up there. Fish are not messed with.
But no, that's a lot. That's a haul for me. I don't even like going to concerts up there, only because the traffic getting in and out is just insane. You could take Sainsbury Way, and it's one lane. It's just backed up, man.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a break because Lee Sterling's coming on.
Yeah.
I got married in West Palm.
Well, you got married in Palm Beach. You didn't get married in West Palm.
Yeah, probably not West Palm because that'd be east. You're
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
All
Still
right.
paying it off.
I mean, you should have sold a table to Hawk. Would have paid it off way quicker.
Solana, we're buying a table.
Pursuit of happiness. You know that song, right?
Only pursuit of happiness I know is Will Smith and the little fuzzy head boy.
Great movie.
Man, I was in tears watching that movie when he
I never
walks
saw
out
that
into the
movie.
crowd, and he got the job, and he's like amongst all the people. You never saw the movie?
Nah, I get the idea. You lived in a urinal.
I mean, I'm talking about Crowder. I'm in the movie theater, bawling, like tears coming down, bawling when he got that job.
Yeah. Well, he's like 45. He didn't have a job yet. Like, what did you do wrong? You got to point it. If you're pointing four fingers at somebody, the thumb has to point back at you.
No, he had a job, but he took the wrong path, and the investment he made didn't pay off.
Who took the wrong path?
Okay, but it's not like he
did. He made a mistake.
He wasn't slinging rock, and it took him down the wrong path. He thought he was making a wise investment, and it ended up backfiring on him.
Yep.
And he went back to study and took an internship, and then ended up getting the job at 40 years old. Like
carrying around sewing machines, carrying sewing machines around the whole city. I don't know if that was a great idea.
I'm in the pursuit of happiness. I am Kid Cudi.
You don't know any lyrics.
That's the song. I'm Kid Cudi.
Those are your sports headlines.
I put the artists in the lyrics. It makes it easier for me. I'm sorry, Miss Big Bois. I am for real.
I'm sorry, Big Boy.
Now I know why they call him Big Boy, by the way. He's big,
Big
bro.
fella.
He got chunky.
Yeah, he's eating good.
He didn't used to be chunky. Both of them used to be skinny, him and Dre.
He's short, though. A lot shorter than I thought.
They're both tiny people. I've met them in person a couple times. They're little people.
Somebody texts in, your show is boring. I'm out. Okay.
No!
God bless you. I wouldn't have lasted an hour and a half with this crap either.
No!
Oh, wait, that wasn't on the text line. It was from Len.
All right. Your weather. Right now, it's 90 degrees. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the mid-70s. This weather report is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping keep your home and family safe when the storms roll in. Visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate.
All right, Lee Sterling is going to join us in the next segment, hopefully with a couple winners for the weekend and the upcoming NFL season. And I first want to tell you about my good friends in the amazing award-winning team at Doral Kia. Doral Kia. Whenever you want a low price, you know you always pay less with your Pricito de Mayo at Doral Kia. Take advantage of a Pricito de Mayo all month long, all May long. You still have half of May left on popular Kia models like a new 26 Kia Sportage, Sorento, Telluride, K5, Soul, and more. Don't worry. Hurry to Doral Kia this weekend. I mean, Mitchell, the Kia boss, and his entire staff, they're going to take great care of you. They took great care of the Hochmans. We bought our son, his Kia K4, at Doral Kia. They've got easy financing, fast service, and the best value for your money because you always pay less with your Pricito de Mayo at Doral Kia. Visit them at Doral Kia or start shopping online right now at DoralKia.com.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
I spend $250,000 a year on gluten.
During the
Rhinestone Cowboy brings on Lee Sterling on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. I had texted Lee during the break. I said, we're running a little bit late. And he said, if you guys were running on time or early, I would have been worried. So our reputation precedes us. Lee Sterling is a professional sports handicapper. You can check out his website, ParamountSports.com. You can follow him on Twitter at Paramount Sports. And he's got a few things for us today, including some NFL season win props. We were talking yesterday, Lee, the Dolphins season win total at 4.5. Like, you look at it and you go, oh, they can win 5 games. But then you look at the schedule and you go, yeah, maybe not. I don't know if that's one of your props or not, but the Dolphins have a tough schedule next season.
Yeah, that was the first thing I thought too. That schedule looks daunting. Maybe they can steal that first game against the Raiders. You know, they're not going to show anything in the preseason. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch, a couple key positions, obviously the quarterback play in the preseason and probably wait on that. I mean, they're just such a young team with so many new players. I think that's probably the best way to approach that. But there are 2 win totals that I like a lot. And one is their opponent week 1, Las Vegas Raiders. So couple positives, and the win total is 5.5. Clint Kubiak is a huge upgrade over Pete Carroll. I think Pete Carroll probably should have retired, rested on his laurels, what he did with the Seattle Seahawks. The problem here is, even though I thought they drafted fairly well, they have so many holes, maybe almost as many as the Dolphins, that even though they got Fernando Mendoza, their offensive line, they did get Tyler Linderbaum in free agency. They overpaid for him. Their 2 guards and tackles, they rate in the bottom like 20%, all 4 of them, as far as protecting the quarterback. So whereas he had great protection except for the Miami game all season long, he's going to be under duress. That's even if he plays. I think that they're going to probably start Kirk Cousins for the first 4 or 5 games, let him get experience, let the offensive line come together. They know they're going nowhere. A couple positions I thought which were their weakest on top of offensive line, which they really didn't address much in the draft, were wide receiver. They waited till late in the draft to draft another receiver. All their receivers, in my opinion, are 3s, 4s, and 5s. Their defensive line outside of Max Crosby is nothing. Their schedule is brutal in the division. They've got Kansas City, Denver, and the Chargers. All 3 of those teams are the over or under season win totals are anywhere between 9.5 and 10.5 wins here. I think they're going under 5.5 wins for the Raiders.
It was funny when you first started. I was writing my notes and I'm like, over 5.5 wins Raiders, and then you pulled the rug out from under me and you started listing all the negatives, which, by the way, is probably why the Dolphins are favored on the road in week 1. We looked at the look-ahead lines yesterday, and the Dolphins are 3-point favorites in Vegas to open the season.
I think that's wrong. I thought I saw the Raiders as the 3-point favorite.
Oh, is it Raiders?
I
thought
think,
I saw Raiders +3. I might have that wrong.
I could have been wrong, but that's what I saw.
What's the other win total that you like?
The other win total is going to be, and this is the public perception. They love the Chicago Bears. The Bears were great last year, 11-6. I love their head coach, Ben Johnson. I think he's a top 5 NFL head coach. I think their quarterback play, obviously, is much improved. Caleb Williams. Let me tell you about their problems. Offensive center position, Drew Dahlman prematurely out of nowhere retired, not even 30 years old. He was the heart and soul of their running game, making blitz calls. Incredible. They picked up a guy in free agency, also drafted someone, but I think the fall off is going to be huge there. They also traded DJ Moore. DJ Moore, probably their best wide receiver. So now they got 2 receivers. If either one of those guys gets hurt, they're in trouble. They really have no 3 or 4. Also, their safeties couldn't cover anyone. They were running teams, receivers from one side of the field to the other. They just couldn't get there. Their first-round pick out of Oregon, I thought was a good pick, but they're weak there. Their front 7 couldn't get pressure on the quarterback. And you talk about schedule. they play the toughest schedule, the NFL, 550 winning percentage. So that's going to be tough. They also won 7 games by a touchdown or less. And the division is tough. I mean, the weakest team in the division is Minnesota, and Kyler Murray is a huge upgrade over J.J. McCarthy and washed up Carson Wentz. So, 17 games. They also play 8 games, only 8 at home. Teams in the NFC, you'll never see an AFC team this year playing an overseas game as a home team. They only have 8 home games. They've got to play an overseas game. So everyone's jumping on the over 9.5, thinking they can win 10, 11, 12 games. I don't see it. I think they're going to win 7, 8 games.
And Lee, quickly with the too early lines and all that, could a team change their outcome at this point? Because I know there's the June 1st money thing and all. They could sign guys, but other than watching a team in the preseason, could they change? Could a team change your mind with anything they do?
It can probably only get worse. That's the only thing really can happen. There's not many great free agents out there. So you'll see a kick returner that'll be signed. You'll see an edge rusher. A guy that might have 2-3 years ago had 9-10 sacks, that had 2 or 3 last year. That's there for depth, but I think the rosters are pretty much set.
By the way, Lee is right. It's Raiders -3 week 1. We had that wrong yesterday. I had that wrong yesterday. So Raiders -3 week 1 hosting the Dolphins. The website is ParamountSports.com. He knows his UFC. What do you like this weekend?
What's great about this weekend, we got 2 cards to pick up from. And actually the MVP card, Rousey and Carano, might be as good or better.
That's on Netflix, by the way, if anyone's interested in watching the Gina Carano, Ronda Rousey fight is Netflix.
Yeah, it starts just an hour later. So, if you got 2 or 3 TVs, you're in good shape. Now, this is not one of my selections for my clients, but it almost made my card. It's the main fight in the UFC. It's Arnold Almighty Allen, just laying 120, fighting the Dalmatian, Melquiz Costa. And a lot of people like Costa. The line's come down. He's won his last 7 fights, but he's fought guys like Dan Ige, Morgan Charrier, Julian Erosa, guys that are middle of the road, maybe have one decent fight, but usually 3 to 4 years ago that they won. Allen's 3-3 in his last 6 fights, but he has fought a who's who of fighters. He lost to Gene Silva, who probably will end up a champion his last fight. Guys like Max Holloway, and he beat Calvin Kattar and Dan Hooker in the last couple of years. So he's only 32. It's not going to be a sexy fight. If Allen wins this fight, it's probably going 5 rounds. He'll win 4-1, 3-2, a lot of takedowns. His wrestling is probably his strength here. So I'm going to take Almighty Arnold Allen here, laying the 120, gets the job done in the main event in the UFC on Saturday night.
There you go. I'm just looking at the Hard Rock app. Ronda Rousey is a huge favorite. She is -600.
I'll give you a long shot here in the MVP card. I think second in the middle of the card. Junior Dos Santos, former champion, like 7-8 years ago, 42 years old. And if you look at it, he lost the last 3 fights. His last fight actually was winning, and he threw out his shoulder about a year and a half ago. I think that he's the right side here. He's +285. You want to take a shot here on a long shot here. I think that he's going to dominate the fight here, just different class. So take a shot on Junior Dos Santos, +285 to get the job done on the MVP card.
There you go. Lee Sterling. The website is ParamountSports.com. Follow him on Twitter at Paramount Sports. Little long shot there on Netflix Saturday night. Junior Dos Santos +285. Also likes Arnold Allen -120 on the UFC card. And a couple of NFL season totals. Raiders win total under. Bears win total under. Good luck this weekend, Lee. We need it.
Thanks, guys.
I don't know if you do, but we need it.
We do.
And we'll talk to you
Appreciate
next
you, Lee.
week. See you, Lee. Lee Sterling. The website is ParamountSports.com. We'll take a break. The 4 o'clock hour is next.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Somebody has dubbed me on the text machine Bad Bet Bunny.
PM and we back on the clock, so don't get cutesy. Dog lead the station unlocked. We got the sports talk and the drama to make sure the T-clock. WQAM is the Avengers with no weak spot. For Joe Rose, Woody Bo, Omar and more, Tobin and Leroy giving gooses galore. Yeah, for 2 to 6 is reserved for 3 legends. The captains of America, not no Chris Evans. From Spritz to Nick Ribs and calling out game scores. Hochman, Crowder, Solana. Get ready for some more.
All right, we'll start the 4 o'clock hour with the stock market report, and then we'll move on. Stock market report sponsored by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE, 1-800-747-3733. It was a nice day yesterday on Wall Street. Cannot say the same about today. Dow Jones down 537 points. That's over a full percent. S&P 500 down 92 points, over a full percent. And the NASDAQ down 410 points. That is 1.5%. So hope you enjoyed checking your accounts yesterday. Don't look at them heading into the weekend. Save yourself the heartache.
No eating out this weekend.
Can make it up on the NBA tonight. Let me see what the lines are for tonight's games. By the way, I'm not suggesting you really try to make up any stock market losses. On sports gambling, I would just like to make that clear.
This is all fun that we do, everyone.
Cavs Pistons tonight in Cleveland. What do you think the line is, Crowder? Is this game 6?
Game 6, Cavs up 3-2. They can close it out.
Oh, so they can close it out tonight.
Yeah, at home. I already looked 3.5.
You look. You know what it is, Solana?
3.5.
Yeah, Cavs minus 3.5.
Yeah.
That series just doesn't move me. I won't be betting on that one.
The Cavs are better. They are, no, because I watched the game what was that, yesterday?
Who'd you rather have, Cade Cunningham or Spida?
I want Spider James Harden to play the Knicks. It just seems it's more fun to me. Like Cade Cunningham's the only.
That would be a more fun series. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Cavs Knicks would probably be a more fun series.
Yes, that's what I like. And then the Cavs got the big boys, Mobley and Jared Allen. I love me some Jared Allen. So yeah, I want to see that game.
And then the late game tonight, you've got the Timberwolves hosting the Spurs. Line is Spurs minus 5.5.
It's tough for me, but I think the Spurs win. I don't know if I lay 5.5.
Wemby 26.5. Ant 26.5.
I think that series is going to 7. I think the Timberwolves win tonight. They've had a phenomenal postseason. I'd bet the T-Wolves probably outright, but
Money
definitely
line?
covering 5. Yeah,
T-Wolves
definitely covering
money
5.
line?
T-Wolves money line. It makes sense. I could see that one going 7. Like Timberwolves aren't a joke, so goes back to San Antonio. I do think San Antonio, game 1 against OKC, I'm betting San Antonio.
Me too. I'm in.
I saw it enough this season. Not
In
that like
OKC?
because it's going to be in OKC and they're going to be favorites. But I saw enough this season of those two teams facing off where the Spurs can beat them without problem.
Yes.
Not saying that they'll run away with that series. I'm betting them game 1.
Didn't the Spurs sweep them this year?
No,
I don't know
think
if
they lost
swept
one
them,
game.
but remember the OKC had lost like 2 games out of their first 25, and I think both were to San Antonio.
Yeah.
They played like 3 times in a span of, I don't know, maybe like 15 days, and San Antonio won all 3 of those games.
I remember that SGA herky-jerky little elbow stuff doesn't work against a 7'4" guy.
Well, because even if you get him to herk and jerk, he's still going to block your shot.
He's still going up 11 feet in the air.
It is OKC, like, are they quietly becoming the next dynasty? And
Man, I was thinking about that the other day. They don't strike me as a dynastic team. And by the way, I hate the term dynastic, but it can be used properly in this setting.
Yeah.
But they don't strike me as a dynastic team. Think about the Celtics teams or the Bulls teams, if you considered them a dynasty, or the Showtime Lakers, like SGA and Chet Holmgren. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying that they're not, because they certainly haven't had any problem in this postseason.
No.
And they've got their championship from last season. But man, they don't feel like a dynasty team, do they?
Well, can they have a Heat run? Yes, that's easy.
I mean, they're having it.
Like I'm saying, they're in the Heat run. The dynasty, you talking about back the Celtics when they were going to the championship every year, the Lakers every year.
I mean,
don't
you're not.
think
You won't get a team winning 10 rings or whatever Bill Russell did, right? Like 9 straight final. I don't remember what the stuff was. Like, you won't get that in the NBA anymore because it doesn't work that way anymore. But Crowder, think about what the Warriors did from 2014 to I guess 2022 when they won it again. But like those 4 years where they went to the finals every single year, they won 3 out of 4, or maybe they went 5 straight years and they won 3 out of 5. Like, I think that's a dynasty, don't you? Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and then even when they got KD,
the Steph and Clay teams are dying. That's what we call it in 10 years. Steph and Clay dynasty.
right? I mean, that's a dynasty. I think the Heat could potentially be considered a dynasty going to 4 straight. Bro, Oklahoma City right now has SGA, who's MVP. Probably is going to win it again this year. And if they go to the finals again and they win it, that's 2 rings already in 2 years. In 2 years.
The ease in which they got through this postseason so far. Yeah. Again, no one expected Indiana to take them to 7 games. Nobody remembers, though, what the series was. If you win 2 rings in a row, you've won 2 rings in a row. And then, I would submit to you, if they win this season, next season, they're going to be the favorites in the West again.
Yep. They're going to be the favorites. And they're young. That's the key here. They're wildly young, and they still have a ton of draft capital. And I wonder if the NBA has like a problem on its hands, where if Oklahoma City is just winning ring after ring or in the finals year after year, it's not compelling. It's not.
I like that. I like having to knock off like a big dog.
Yeah,
I like that.
But are they a big dog?
I call it the rabbit greyhound. I like the rabbit out front, and everybody else is chasing them.
Yeah,
that's how it used to be. But to your point, there'll never be any more 7 championships in 10 years because of free agency. Like, even if they keep Chet, J. Will, and SGA, the other pieces are going to get sold off other places because all those dudes are going to want to maxes.
And teams like San Antonio, they're going to get better. If they keep falling short because of OKC, they're going, it's what every team tried to do with Michael, in the Jordan rules that Detroit came up with and whatnot. Like, if there's one team, if you think you've got a championship team, and you could make an argument that Minnesota, maybe with Gobert and Ant, are a championship caliber team. I know you don't think the Spurs, if you take Wemby, off that team, you don't think they even have a playoff team, let alone like that. That team is so dependent on Victor Wembanyama that it's scary, probably.
I don't know, because they pull Wemby at the end of the first and don't play him till well into the second, and they still keep a lead with the guards.
Yeah, talk about watching Castle on his own and
Castle, Vassell, and Harper. Hawk. I like them young boys, especially one with the dreads. I don't know what his name is, but.
Oh, by the way, speaking of dreads and twists, the movie I was thinking of early in the show for Kid and Play, not House Party, was Class Act.
I love that movie.
Thank you to all the texters who pointed it out.
And an update on another hair story. Trevor Lawrence did not actually cut his hair. It was a bit.
Fooled.
Yeah, it was a bit.
Yeah, he's not cutting his hair. And he said, I watched the video you sent. He said, my wife loves my hair.
Hmm. Yeah. And so now I would bet the Jacksonville over, because we thought we had a little edge that, without the hair, he was just going to be an average quarterback, maybe even like Trevor Siemian.
Yeah. And Solana was like, yeah, when I read the comments that people are giving him a hard time, Trevor Lawrence doesn't read comments. He's Trevor Lawrence.
All right. I don't know if that's true. Kevin Durant reads comments, and he's Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Who would you
He's
rather have?
insecure.
Who would you rather have, Malik Willis or Trevor Lawrence?
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. And I'm not a huge Trevor Lawrence fan.
No, but he can spin that thing.
What's their over-under for the
Solana. Trevor
For the
Lawrence
season.
can't throw the football.
Oh, I mean, he can throw it a mile, but is he an elite quarterback? I don't think so.
I didn't say elite. You put him against Malik Willis,
Is
who had
Trevor
6
Lawrence
starts in
an
his
elite
life.
quarterback?
No. Elite?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Elite, you're talking about top 5 in the world. Trevor Lawrence isn't that.
Jacksonville over-under on wins is 9.5.
I'll take the over from Duval, man. He impressed me last season.
Duval.
Was that Liam Cohen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him.
There was a tweet from like the Kalshi Sports account or whatever. Like, what's the worst play call or decision you've witnessed from a head coach? And
Everyone's going to say Pete Carroll, right? The
well, probably
Seattle
but,
Super Bowl.
But King of Finland on Twitter, to one of the Dolphins accounts that I follow, he tweeted the video of the Dolphins throwing that screen pass on their own 1-yard line in Las Vegas. He said, wide receiver smoke screen out of your own end zone is still the worst play call I've ever seen. Jacoby Brissett to Jalen Waddle from their own 1-yard line, throwing it into the end zone, and Waddle just getting pulverized into the ground, giving up a Dolphin safety.
Hawk has me so jaded because I remember how upset Hawk was that Monday after we were in Indianapolis and Adam Gase ran that draw on 3rd and 13.
Yeah.
Hawk, you were so mad. So
I mean, even to this day, when you think about it, like third and 13, how many coaches in that situation would punt? Which is essentially what he did. He was like, "Oh yeah, we can never get that. Like that's impossible. Even though we need this more than anything, we need this win. It's impossible to get 3rd and 13."
He's still mad about it.
I am.
He was hot that Monday.
We didn't even talk about this, but Le'Veon Bell had gone viral for accusing Adam Gase of doing blow in the Jets coaching room or whatever, his office. But what I was more captivated about from that entire interview, I know everybody loved the fact that he was accusing Gase of snorting lines, but he said something before that. He said, go back and watch every instance of Adam Gase as a head coach. 2nd and 10, he's like, I'll give you $5 million. What play he ran? 2nd and 10, he's running a running back draw. That's what he's doing every single time. And it's 100% true. 100
And then he ends up with 3rd and long.
True.
And
3rd and
then
long.
He doesn't. He's like, well, they figured out my draw.
I got the draw down. Yeah.
That play in Indy Hawk, like that thing is still fresh in my memory too. Season on the line. You can still technically make the playoffs.
That was the crazy part. You had the season on the line.
It was a 1-score game. Like that was the drive to get you on top. Single digit under single digits. And man, boy, I remember that Monday. I felt bad for Gase.
Didn't Dan Campbell go for it in a situation where he only needed a field goal and it could have blown up on him or whatever? We need a win. It's 3rd and 13, and Gase is like, no. Next season, folks. Next season.
Let's get him in August.
Crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Hawk, I have done some research. You can watch every Liga Mexicana de Baseball game.
Let's go.
With 3 different subscription services. You have to just choose one. You got to choose one. There's 3 options.
I don't have to have all 3, just one of the 3.
Right, there's 3 options in order to watch it. Also, if you want to watch every single NFL game this season, you need 10 platforms. You need access to 10 different platforms.
Yeah, I think people said it'll cost in excess of $1,000 to be able to watch all NFL games.
Yep.
I got Apple TV.
There you go. Well, you've got none.
Perfect.
Let me check you off here. You have none games so far.
Tune
Found
in.
that out.
Tune in Monday after week 1. Crowder will have the full breakdown of
when Crowder wants to talk about Orlando FC.
I was thinking about this yesterday.
No. What are my options for my streaming?
Oh, okay. YouTube TV has a subscription service.
Oh, you've got that.
I do. Yeah, I've got
All right,
that.
so you'll be my eyes of the Mexican Baseball League.
Jimmy, because Jimmy's got YouTube TV as well. You can have Jimmy be your eyes. I'm good.
Right. What else?
There's something called johnron.tv.
What?
JONRON.tv.
Well, what else is available on there?
No, that sounds like a relationship.
Yeah, and then
Oh.
penisland.com, Hawk.
What is
Go
that?
ahead. Penn Island. Go ahead, type that into your laptop.
John Ron TV. Oh, home run.
Homeron.tv.
Yeah, because there's an accent over the second O.
Is
Home
it
run.
really? Oh,
Yeah.
it makes sense. Like home run.
Oh, home run.
Home run.
Oh, they should rename it Mervis. Home run TV.
Yeah, there you go.
He's batting 0.
Well, the last time Home Run TV posted on Instagram was April 20th, 2022.
I'm not active.
Home Run looking for a new social media manager if anybody's in the market.
Not very active.
Yeah, no, I'm looking. I just clicked the link to the website. You got the Bravos de León, hoy a las 19 o'clock. So tonight at 19, you can watch the Braves.
Why don't we have military time in the United States? Like, why did we go away from it when everybody else still uses it?
Because we got to be cutesy about everything.
It's not cutesy. It's
It
annoying.
is. Come on. There's
No.
24
time is
hours in a
easy.
day. Give me 18, 19, 20 o'clock. I got to do 12 twice.
Yes.
It doesn't make any sense. We got to get cutesy on all this stuff.
I hate when people tell me we'll meet at 13:30 downstairs. Oh, huh?
It would make it a whole lot easier.
It's not easy. I can know if the sun's out or the sun's not out, Hawk.
Hey, I'll meet you at 8.
Yeah.
You don't know if I'm talking about the morning or the night.
Right?
Where are we going to work out or dinner?
But you don't know. Hey, I got something important I
Ooh,
want to talk to you
sneaking
about.
up
I'll
on
meet you at
me?
8.
You gonna-
Or,
you gonna
hey,
get
we
me
got something
jumped?
important to talk about. I'll meet you at 20.
No. I'll meet you at 20. That's
Yeah,
foolish.
there's nothing left to chance there. Yeah, we got that one wrong.
What's our reference point of this meeting?
You don't know. I need you to show up.
I need to know why I'm going to be there. Do I need to wear a collar shirt?
No.
Can I wear Crocs?
Yes.
Where are we going?
No, it just gave us more work. I have to type P or A. I have
I
to
cycle through my clock when the energy blinks. Look, it's showing 8:02. Perfect. Oh no, it's 8:02 a.m. I gotta get to 8:02 p.m.
No.
It's all extra work. It's nonsense.
And you live in a closet? Look outside the window. If it's AM, the sun's out. If it's PM, it's not. It's
But I'm
dark.
saying if my clock says 8:02 a.m. and it's actually 8:02 p.m., I still have to change the clock.
No, you don't. You're confused. If your clock says 8:02 a.m. and the sun just came up an hour ago,
No,
you're
no.
confused.
No, what I'm saying is if the energy blinks and it resets your clock, now I've got to set it to 8:02 a.m. or p.m.
No, you
I
don't.
may get to 8:02 p.m. first. I got to go all the way through again
Huh.
to get to 8:02 a.m.
If the little red light is on AM and you know the sun just came out or the sun just went down, you know it's night or day.
Oh, so you want me to just to have a wrong clock all the time?
Who cares if the light is on AM or PM? I know that the sun either went down or just came up. If it's
Who cares
2,
is
2
the exact
a.m.,
reason
2
you were
a.m.
part
is
of a 1 in 15 team.
2 a.m. is
cares?
dark, 2
That was the
p.m.
key.
is light. I have a window in my room.
All these games I'm looking at tonight on Horon,
Home run.
1910, 1930. So much easier. Yeah, we got that wrong, and we got clothing wrong. The Arabs have it right in the Middle East. I've told you this before. Those long flowing robes.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to. I mean, those are comfortable. You don't ever have to worry about feeling bloated. You don't ever have to worry about something not matching or do like you just said. Can I wear this? Can I wear that? Hey, what if we all wore the same robe everywhere? You don't ever have to worry about it. We got that wrong as well.
I'll ride with that. And they wear flip flops, don't it?
They wear flip flops, and I would go for a turban. I would love that.
I know why.
Yeah, because I can wear a hat on the show, but I can't wear it to a formal event. But if we wore turbans and robes,
What?
bang.
Showing out, Hawk.
Why don't you just adopt that? You could wear that here.
I don't know if I'm gonna be the guy who
Yeah.
implements that.
I'm with you, Solana. Let's do it.
That'd be a choice in Boca, of course.
That would be a choice.
Hey, when it's all said and done, that's your little sports content. When it's all said and done, does Devon Achane end up as a top 5 Dolphins running back of all time?
Ooh.
That's good.
He is
Zonka,
pacing to
Yeah.
be a yes right now.
who is
He
it? Zonka?
literally was the offense.
Yep. Zonka, Ricky. Who else? Kick.
Mercury
Merc.
Morris, Jim Kick, Ronnie Brown.
Blacks on. Yeah.
Zonka and Ricky for sure.
Zonka and Ricky 1 and 2. You can argue.
I think
all you
Mark
want.
for sure, right?
For sure.
And Jim Kick.
Jim Kick, Ronnie, Tony Nathan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I don't know. Why are you laughing?
No. If Achane
What
does
do you mean?
he
Why am
did,
I laughing?
Why are you laughing?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Are you joking?
I'm not saying he's top 5. I'm just throwing out names that you could argue could be top 5.
Yeah, that's why I'm laughing.
Okay, Patrick Cobb. Let's just throw names.
Okay, make the argument that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is one of the top 5 Dolphins running backs of all time. Go ahead. I'd like to hear this argument.
I looked up a list, and he's like 7th on the list. That's close to. I mean, that's close to 5. I mean, he's not far off.
7 is close to 5?
There is no chance on any list that he is the 7th best running back in Dolphins history.
No.
Okay, I mean he is, but that's fine.
In Dolphins history.
He's got the 7th most rushing yards.
Nobody recently jumps off.
I would
Who's that?
take Raheem Mostert over Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Raheem
20
Mostert,
touchdowns.
yeah, Raheem Mostert set the franchise, I think, single season record. for
I put Jay
touchdowns.
Ajayi over him.
Jay, I was going to say the ugly boy that had them 3 good games.
3 good games, bro. That dude took us to the playoffs single-handedly in 2016.
He ran for 900 yards and 700 of them were in 3 games.
Didn't he have 2,000 yards?
No. Jay
Kareem
Ajayi had
Abdul-Jabbar
2,000
had a
yards in
better
a season?
Dolphins. Kareem
No.
Abdul-Jabbar had a better Dolphins season than I recall. Better Dolphins career than I recall.
Yeah, I mean, I looked up several lists before this, and he was literally like either 7 or 8 on every list.
Well, in total rushing yards, not in best.
No, in best. Everybody had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar up there.
As best,
Not the best, but one of the best.
no, I got you.
Yeah. Hey, Crowder, Jay Ajayi had 1,200 yards in 2016. That's
You
impressive,
said
bro.
2,000 yards.
3 games.
You said
though.
2,000 yards and
Oh, my bad,
850 of the 1,200 were in 3 games.
I meant 1,200, not 2,000.
You like to lie. My man Joe texts Bernie Parmalee.
Oh, Bernie Parmalee. Ticket Wizard love Bernie Parmalee.
What about Kalen Ballage?
He'll get you one.
Tell you what, if you're doing a reverse list,
Man. What? Kalen Balazs on 3rd and 1. He'll get you one.
So it seems like we've got
Creighton
Zong.
Drake.
Drake was good.
Yeah.
Zonk, Ricky, Mercury
Yeah.
Morris, Jim Kick are up there, right? And then Ronnie Brown would be the 5th. He
Yeah,
could
but I
probably
could
do
go.
it.
I think Raheem Mostert, based on the one season.
Nah.
Was Raheem better than Ronnie?
No.
Ronnie was better.
Yeah.
Ronnie Brown is responsible for maybe the most iconic moment that the Dolphins have had in the 21st century.
Ronnie
Arguably.
could tote that biscuit now.
He's throwing dimes. Foxborough, man.
Man, listen. Me and Ronnie were friends. Ronnie hit me sometimes, and I wanted to let the air out of his tires in the parking lot. Why did you do that? Why did you come through that hole so fast?
Kirby Dardar. Somebody texts in.
Kirby Dardar.
You don't remember Kirby Dardar?
No, Huck.
Kirby Hardar?
No, Dardar.
Oh. No, see, now they're putting Reggie Bush and Frank Gore in. It has to be while they're on the Dolphins.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, because Frank G could tote that biscuit.
But, bro, Reggie Bush, low-key, solid Dolphins career.
Decent Dolphins career.
Like,
Decent.
Genuinely, really, really solid. Not decent. Really solid Dolphins career. He's top 10.
Yeah, Reggie be top 10.
Lamar
You guys
Miller?
don't remember Kirby Dardar?
When did he play with the Dolphins?
95, 96, and 98.
Hmm.
Oh, although it says he was a receiver. I remember him as a running back. Oh, forget it. Can't put him on that list.
Bro, Devon has what, 2 more good seasons? He's probably in the top 10 already.
I think he's in the argument right now.
For top 5?
Mhm.
Not top 5. Huck.
Nah, he's not top 5.
If you can mention Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, then I can say Devon Achane is in the conversation.
If he can mention Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I could talk about Patrick Cobb.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had a better 4-year stretch than Devon. I mean, Devon hasn't played 4 years yet, but like, bro, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Hawk, he had 11 touchdowns his first year with the Dolphins in 96, and he ran for 1,100 yards, and then he had 15 touchdowns in 1997. That's a better 2-year start to his career than Devon Achane. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar would be swimming in money had he played in this era.
You're not
Swimming
lying.
in it.
He would be.
Yeah.
You're not lying. Wonder what his career earnings were.
Oh, back then, $4 million
Career.
career.
That's crazy, man. Dude had 15 touchdowns in a season.
Right, because you literally, based off that 1 or 2 seasons, would get a massive contract.
Mm-hmm. No. But back then, a massive contract was 3 years, $1 million. It just, yeah.
Guess what
Money now
Kareem
is-
Abdul-Jabbar's, the basketball player, earned?
Career earnings?
Yeah.
Damn.
20.
Mil? No. 12.
26.
Yeah. It's crazy now. In this day and age, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the
in a
center,
game.
he would be a max player. They would re-sign him every offseason.
If you think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar ever looks up like guys making $26 million in a season right now,
Yeah, and he sees Duncan Robinson, and he just throws up off his balcony.
Fred VanVleet is making $25 million. Miles Bridges, Josh Giddeyhawk is making $25 million.
Well, he earns it.
He earns it.
Terry Rozier this year, $26 million. It's being held for him, but
Yeah.
$26 million.
This is the conversation I had with Larry Little when he cusses me out because us young bleep 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 players bleep, y'all make too much bleeping money to bleep, bleep, bleep. He just cusses me out about how much money players make now.
Well, even you missed out on millions.
Millions. Wish Randy and Pauline had sex a little later on.
Rob Conrad, somebody texts in.
Lusaka Polite's the best fullback ever.
Yeah, but he swam 48 miles to
He
get
didn't-
back to land.
No, don't get me on this, Hawk. It's impossible what that.
It's
that story-
inarguable. He told us it happened.
Yeah. Hey, I just saw a mermaid. That's fact.
Hawk, why do you take everybody at their word, but you just assume I lie about everything?
Well-
we actually caught him a number of times lying.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Who,
history.
Rob
there.
Conrad?
No, you.
No, you-
Locally tonight, Los Modelins, they open up a series in Tampa Bay. They'll play the Rays, 7:10 p.m. And then don't forget, Inter Miami does play Sunday. They host the Timbers at New Stadium. Your weather in South Florida right now, it's 80 degrees. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the mid-70s. That's brought to you by your friends at Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Storm season is coming. Make sure your home is ready. Get your free roof and window estimate today. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
All right, don't go anywhere. We still got more stuff to get to in the final hour and a half of the program.
If y'all are in the market for a car, go down to Edmore Sawgrass Cadillac. They are celebrating right now their 80th year in business. And you know how they're going to celebrate? By watching out for their customers, because that's what they're the best at. My buddy Chris Atkins, the GM down there. Teddy Moores, you see him on all the commercials. I'm telling you, they love their customers, and they put together an amazing team over at Edmore Sawgrass Cadillac. They're commemorating this occasion by giving special savings on Cadillac luxury. You have to check out these all-electric Cadillacs. Cadillac figured out the electric thing. 2026 Cadillac Optic, just $349 a month. And the all-electric 2025 Cadillac Lyrics is only $369 a month. The Edmore's brand has been family owned and operated for 80 years. They know how to take care of their customers. They have great cars. They have a beautiful lot. They have a great team, but their main thing is taking care of their customers, and that's why they're celebrating 80 years by watching out for y'all. Go see my friends at Edmore Sawgrass Cadillac. They're the 6-time dealer of the year off Sunrise Boulevard and the Sawgrass Expressway. You can't miss it. Beautiful lot, beautiful cars, great people. Visit EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com. And remember, you're always backed by Moores. Being backed by Moores is special because y'all know my entire driveway is backed by Moores. From the trade-in to the shopping for a vehicle, to the sale, to the lease, to the service. I got an email today already about it. Hey, man, you need a checkup or the tires, check on the tires. What's going on with this? They watch out for you and watch out for your vehicle because it's always backed by Moores. Click EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com.
This is Hawk, Crowder, and Solana.
What about
Yeah, ain't
FD
hard to
Florida
read.
and FD Sun?
How about FU? So Bleacher Report did a write-up of all the NFL teams after the schedules were released yesterday. And again, we know the over-under for the Dolphins is 4.5. 4.5 wins seems like a low total, but you start looking at the Dolphins schedule and you go, it's a difficult road, especially for a new regime, unproven quarterback, blah, blah, blah. Bleacher Report, here's what they write about the Miami Dolphins' upcoming season after the schedule release. Miami Dolphins fans should cover their eyes for most of the upcoming season. The new regime, led by general manager John Eric Sullivan, tore down the roster, releasing edge rusher Bradley Chubb and wideout Tyreek Hill and trading wide receiver Jalen Waddle to the Denver Broncos. The Dolphins have a younger roster that will feature unproven players in key roles. Quarterback Malik Willis is a first-time, full-time starter. Between the 3rd and 5th rounds of the draft, Miami drafted 3 wideouts to bolster a bottom-tier unit that could feature Jalen Tolbert, Tutu Atwell, and Malik Washington in 3 receiver sets. After playing left tackle through 3 collegiate terms at Alabama, rookie first-rounder Caden Proctor will move to left guard. Rookie first-round cornerback Chris Johnson could be starting week 1. Under first-year head coach Jeff Hafley, Miami will be a struggling, rebuilding team that must establish an identity to stack wins, which may not happen until next year with this young roster. The Dolphins, this is according to Bleacher Report, the Dolphins will finish with the NFL's worst record, and then will face a decision on whether to move forward with Willis or draft a quarterback in 2027. Their prediction for the Dolphins is 2-15.
That's a tough year there, buddy. I was on a 1-15 team.
Right.
That's a tough year there,
That's
buddy.
only one game better.
That's a tough. Young coaches and young players are going to make mistakes. That's young. There's no experience. Hafley's going to make bad calls, bad mistakes, bad decisions. And Proctor is physically talented. And I guess, Sully keeps calling him rare. As the rare 6'6", 350-pound guy, he's going to make mistakes. He's going to give up sacks. He's going to miss blocks. They're not going to be a dominant team, but 2-15. It's funny. I'm going to say maybe 4-13, and let's sneak up a little bit. But I'm not disagreeing with him. I don't expect any playoff runs.
I mean, it's sobering when you hear it and you see it in written word on the wide receivers. Miami drafted 3 wideouts to bolster a bottom-tier unit that could feature Jalen Tolbert, Tutu Atwell, and Malik Washington in 3 receiver sets.
Yeah.
That is not striking fear in many secondaries.
No, the only player, I've told y'all, when you do scouting reports, most people are green. The Pro Bowl players are blue, and then the Hall of Famers are red. It's like Tom Brady's a red. Randy Moss was a red. Even going through scouting reports when you're planning Monday, there's not a lot of teams with reds. We have 0 reds. We have nobody that teams are terrified by on either side of the ball. So Devon Achan's a blue. Everybody else is a green. They're just dots on the page. Hopefully they can work in the blues and reds, but every team defensively is going to say stop Devon Achan, and they can't score touchdowns because nobody's saying. It's just because his name's funny, Solana, but his name is Tutu. Nobody's looking at Tutu Atwell like, oh boy, we got to make sure he doesn't go off. They don't. Tolbert, they don't.
Yeah, but one of the rookies could end up having like a big year. I mean, Chris Bell is the perfect example to me where, hey, he's coming off a major injury.
Yeah, is he gonna be healthy?
I don't know.
I heard Joe and Omar talking about he probably doesn't play till November.
Damn.
But Caleb Douglas. Let's say it's Caleb Douglas. Like he goes out and goes crazy. Is go crazy gets 1,000 yards, go crazy, or lead the NFL in receiving, go crazy? Caleb Douglas is not going to be Jamar Chase this season. Like, that's what I'm talking about. There's no Jettas, there's no Jamars, there's no T. Higgins. Like, we don't have those type players.
Lucky they got Achane signed, because you really want to talk about a dearth of weaponry. Yeah. That's why he was a priority.
And that's the thing. Who's the best coach in the NFL? Just who
right
pops
now?
out
Andy Reid.
You give Andy Reid this roster, they're still 2-15, or 3-13, 3-14, whatever it is.
Right. They have a roster that says 2-15, but we know, as we talked about yesterday, there's always going to be surprise teams on the upside, and also there's going to be surprise teams on the downside. So some of your opponents who you think might be good teams might not be, and injuries play a part in it as well. Yeah. So,
and with a team like that, you really can't outman them. You want to make a dirty, slow, run the ball, 3rd and 3, get first downs, speed the game up, let the clock run type game. 21-17 games, 17-13 games. That's what you want this to be with a team that doesn't have a lot of weaponry.
You play the Jets twice, though. I mean, just right there. If you can split with the Jets, that's a win.
But you understand the Jets right now in New York, they're saying, well, at least you play the Dolphins twice. So there's 2 wins right there.
Yeah.
Like, we're that team.
Yeah. And that's a tough pill to swallow.
That's a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, you can accept that as a fan base.
Hey, a tweeter tweeted at me, Eugene Rodriguez. This is a good point. If we got it wrong on the clocks, why don't wristwatches and wall clocks have 24 hours on there?
Ooh.
It's a good point. I hadn't thought about that. So, like Big Ben in London, it's the American, clock. There's not 24 numbers up there, right?
Thank you, Texter.
I think clocks are just clocks. They're all
what?
The same.
Clocks are clocks, huh?
But I'm literally talking about changing a clock.
No, I know, but I'm saying Big Ben doesn't have 24 digits up there. No clock has 24 digits.
Right.
Up there.
I understand that. Yeah. So I'm saying maybe I was wrong, because no watch has 24 digits as well. Maybe I was wrong on my take that we got it wrong and everyone else got it right.
If you look up at Big Ben and it says 2:00 and the sun is blazing, you're confused if it's 2 in the morning or 2 at night.
Again, you're getting it confused as not being able to tell whether it's night or day. No one's having that problem whether you have a clock or not. It's when you have a baseball game or an appointment and it's at 9:30. And you don't know if the appointment's 9:30 in the morning, 9:30 at night.
What appointment?
But that's my point. It doesn't matter. If I just say to you, hey, we're meeting at 9:30, if I say to you we're meeting at 17:30, you know the exact time.
What are we meeting for? It's called intelligence.
Why do you keep answering my questions with more questions?
Because if I have a doctor's appointment, it's not going to be at 9:30 at night.
Oh yeah? Did you ever see The Fly?
With the guy from Jurassic Park?
Yes. Remember, she was having the abortion late at night. They snuck in and then he's crashed through the ceiling.
I don't know when abortion appointments happen. I'm talking about normal.
Well, in The Fly, it happened at night, and you might have been there in the morning.
I'd have to wait 12 hours for my abortion appointment. Huh?
Right. Anyway, we got to take a break. The 17 o'clock Funky Buddha Happy Hour is coming up.
Nailed it.
You saw my mind working there. 17 o'clock Funky Buddha Happy Hour is next. Don't go anywhere.
If your garage door is outdated, damaged, or not hurricane ready, don't wait. You got to call Allied Doors. Don't be the family. Don't be the house with the nice yard, with the beautiful home and the garbage garage doors. Everybody sees them. You see them too. Takes too long to get up. The clicker doesn't work. Listen, you got to call Allied Doors. Serving South Florida since 1966. 60 years of trusted family own service. Don't wait. Get that beautiful home you have, a wonderful garage. Huge in-stock inventory at Allied Doors. Same-day service, custom impact rated, built to protect and upgrade your home. Plus the LiftMaster openers. I didn't even know about this when I was a kid because the garage door took 45 seconds to a minute to get up. It made all that noise. Man, these LiftMasters, they're quiet, they're efficient. LiftMaster is the best, built to perform. My personal home, my family home, we use Allied Doors. My wife's investment properties, Allied Doors. If you have a house with a garage door, call Allied Doors. 954-942-8550. That's 954-942-8550, or visit allied-doors.com. Mention this ad. You know I'm gonna watch out for you. Mention this ad and get $300 off. Upgrade your home. Protect your home. Called Allied Doors today.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Man, ain't nobody worried about no damn Ian Ingold.
5 o'clock hour is the Funky Buddha happy hour. I'm sorry, the 17 o'clock hour
Ridiculous.
is the Funky Buddha happy hour. Brought to you by our friends at Funky Buddha Brewery. I'm looking at their Instagram right now. Today is the final day of American Craft Beer Week.
I have celebrated.
I would imagine that you have.
Yes.
Funky Buddha, great place to hang out for the weekend. Get yourself a little Pineapple Beach, maybe a little pregame Pilsner. Watch some sports. That time of your life. What are you drinking there, Solana? Funky Buddha?
Yeah, a little Funky Buddha. Started my weekend early.
Good for you.
Cherry Pepsi.
Look at you.
Pepsi.
You guys are Pepsi
Superior.
guys, huh?
You know that's a superior cola.
No, that's
It
ridiculous.
is.
Yeah, and you guys couldn't even tell the difference, so it doesn't matter.
You couldn't. Jimmy
You actually
couldn't.
killed it, and you couldn't.
I just read something pretty shocking. Did you see what the Vegas Golden Knights did last night after the game?
No.
So this is the postseason. They did not open their locker room to the media. John Tortorella, the head coach, did not take the podium. They sent one player up to the podium. Anyway, the NHL, this is less than 24 hours later. Did you see this, Solana?
I did, yeah.
Less than, you talk about spineless silver in the NBA. Well, Gary Bettman, he don't play games. They have just taken away the Vegas Golden Knights' second-round draft pick for this upcoming draft because they blatantly violated the media agreement last night with postseason player and coach availability. That's a wild punishment and quick, man.
I love both sides.
Bettman's like, hey, man, don't play around with my league. And as hard as we fight to get TV coverage and a good
Right.
TV package, you're going to mess around. And John Tortorella, by the way, is a fill-in coach for the remainder of the season. Legendary coach. Bettman's going, yeah, you're not playing around with my league. I'm not messing around. Second round draft pick, that's a huge punishment.
And they fined John Tortorella $100,000 as well.
Yeah.
Which for an NHL coach, I imagine is a large chunk of change, man. Like that's got to hit.
I'm assuming that Tortorella is his name.
Yeah.
He did the nobody believes in us, the hell with them. They've been talking bad about us, and they won last night.
Yep.
So, yeah, we don't got to talk to them, man. It's our team. It's just us against the world, which I would love as like a rally cry. And then Bettman said, okay, rally cry all you want to, lose $100,000 in a draft pick. Both sides is cool to me.
Because it's Bettman saying to the Vegas Golden Knights ownership, hey, you brought in Tortorella, and he's going to flout the rules because he's probably not even going to be the head coach next season because he's doing this kind of as a favor. You do it at your own risk because this is my league.
And I've been on both sides because I remember, I've told y'all before, Coach Saban used to like have speeches of the media is not your friend. And, they don't want it. They're trying to get a story. They're not trying to help you out in any way or help us out in any way. But on the media side, now I'm on that side. Like, it's our job. We build the league. We talk to the fans. We're the mid ground between the league, the leagues and their fan base. So, yeah, media is needed. It's why you get those big deals. Why Netflix and Prime Video and all that crap comes.
If you're John Tortorella, you could sit up there, be cantankerous, give one-word answers or whatever.
Yep.
You could make your players available and just tell them, hey, nobody says anything, whatever. You could do the Marshawn Lynch route.
You could do the Bill Belichick. Yummy. Yeah. But you better get your ass on that stage.
The dumbest part about this, though, is that yesterday the Golden Knights won their series 4-2. They clinched a spot in the Western Conference Finals, And they also won the game 5-1. There wasn't any major controversy.
But I think it's Crowder. I think Crowder's right in saying this has been us against everyone. No one believed in us. And the hell with them all. Everyone get out of here. Go drink your champagne. We're getting back on the ice tomorrow. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, you just lost your second round draft pick.
And $100,000. I bet he'll be out there dancing game 1 of next series. Hey, how y'all doing?
Media.
Yeah, 100 racks.
5 o'clock, Funky Buddha Happy Hour headlines brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com.
The only playoff series still in action right now includes my Buffalo Sabres. They're down 3-2 in the series. They lost yesterday at home to the Montreal Canadiens. The game 6 will be tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Sabres in Montreal. Montreal trying to end a very, very long streak of Canadian teams not winning the Stanley Cup.
Yeah. Getting closer.
The Miami Dolphins schedule was released. You guys want to go through this? We haven't really gone through all the games. I don't know.
I did it off the air. I have them at 17-0, but it is going to be a slog.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
They'll win 4.
They start the season, obviously we know, against the Raiders. This stretch here is crazy. At the 49ers. Then they host the Chiefs.
Oh, yeah.
At Minnesota to play the Vikings.
That could be. Who is it? Kyler Murray?
Yeah, Kyler Murray.
Well, but with what's his name? That coach makes quarterbacks look good.
Oh, Kevin O'Connell?
O'Connell, yeah, he had McCarthy looking at O'Connell's a good offensive coach.
Loved him on quarterback. Kirk Cousins, man. Kirk Cousins would send him those voice memos, man. Me and DJ were hooting and hollering.
Did you see who?
Didn't listen to 1 second of those.
Did you see who the quarterback Netflix season 3 lineup includes?
Yeah, it's a good lineup. Cam Ward.
Cam Ward. That's right. Yeah. We'll get to see the behind the scenes of Cam Ward. Joe Flacco again. I don't know what they're doing here with Joe Flacco, Jaden Daniels, and Baker Mayfield.
Barker's always fun.
Baker Mayfield will be fun. Jaden Daniels, his mom's gonna be the story. Joe Flacco, I know him. Watching paint dry is not that fun. So we'll see how it goes.
Do you call him Barker?
Yeah, Barker.
Barker Mayfield?
Yeah.
Who calls him that?
It was a whole run of commercials when he first got to, was it Tampa or Cleveland? No, it was Cleveland when he was having success, and he would go into the stadium and they'd be like, Barker.
Because the dog.
Yeah, Barker.
Oh, yeah, the dog pound.
Yeah.
And then they play the Bengals. This one could really go either way. The Bengals, before week 8, are the worst team in the NFL every single season.
True.
So maybe the fact that you catch them early, who knows?
At Burrow healthy?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're going to steal one of those games.
Which, are we talking about the same team?
Yeah, I hope you're
talking
right.
about the Dolphins?
Just a 5-game stretch. They steal one game. This is my narrative for 4 wins, I'm telling you.
Well, it's the Raiders. Is that what you're saying? Like they'll steal against the Raiders?
Yes, because the Raiders are favored. Yeah, they'll steal one of those games we just talked about.
The bye week is in week 6, Crowder. Is that good? Do you prefer the early bye week? Do you care?
Gotta be later.
Matter?
Yeah, later's better.
And then you get the New York Jets after the bye week. This will be week 7 on the road, MetLife Stadium. They play the Patriots the following week at home, and then they host the Detroit Lions in Miami. And then you've got the rematch at Baltimore to face the Colts, try to get a little revenge for the ass kicking that Indy laid on us last season.
Yeah.
No revenge there.
Then you go play the Bills on the road in November. That'll be November 22nd. Probably will be snowing that day, just based on our luck.
New
and
stadium.
then That's right. That's right. I'm going to be at the new stadium, which looks badass, by the way.
Yeah.
It does.
Malik Willis ain't scared of the snow though, like Tua was.
Man, dude lived in Green Bay.
That's
He would
right.
sleep under the snow.
Laughs at Buffalo snow.
They'll play the Jets again at home to end November, and then once December rolls around, we'll probably all want our misery to be to be put out by then. But you go play at Denver the first week of December. They
Stidham.
host. Yeah, that's right. They host the Bears, Hawk. I'm sure you'll be at that game.
Already got my suite secured.
Do you really?
Yep.
Huh. No invite to us, huh?
Sylvie's coming in, bringing his family.
Hey.
All right.
Hawk, give me the suite number. I'll walk around and holler.
All right. You're welcome.
I have no more tickets, Solana.
I don't need it. I'll put my credential request in for December 13th.
Wear my Dunzi jersey.
Can I come?
No.
Yeah, Jimmy, you weird around people.
I'm not.
Yeah, a little bit.
Then the game I'm excited for at Green Bay, December 20th. That's week 15. It'll be Malik Willis, Halfley, Sully back at Lambeau Field. And then you end the season with the Chargers 2 days after Christmas. It'll be December 27th. And
Rondé.
then, that's right. Back in Miami. And then you've got Buffalo in the new year, 2027, January 3rd. And then the flex game, which obviously won't be flexed, at New England, week 18 to end the season.
One of those last two games might not mean anything to the other team, and you still a late game to go into 2027 excited. You beat the
It ain't
Raiders.
gonna be Green Bay. If you're
beat-
thinking like Green Bay's not going to let those guys come in there and win.
No, that's personal. Buffalo has it locked in. You beat the Raiders. You beat the Jets early. Then you sneak out 1 or 2 in the second half of the season. We have 4-13, fellas. Let's get it.
Let's go. And then your preseason slate opens up in Washington, August 14th. That's your first preseason game. And then you'll get 2 at home this season. You only had 1 last year.
Guess who's
Hosting
game 3?
the New York Giants. You got your suite already for game 3 as well?
Baby, I'm there in my Tua jersey, my Tua Aqua, my $4.99 Tua Aqua.
That's en route, by the way. Should be here Tuesday.
Awesome.
Are y'all gonna boo Tua?
No, you're never going to see him in that game. I mean, when I say 0 chance, game 3 and Tua, 0 chance.
What if Penix is starting?
Doesn't matter. They literally, if you remember last season, game 3, all around the NFL, they were calling up quarterbacks who were never going to play in the NFL. And then someone worse than that person to play the second half. You will not see Penix or Tua when they visit the Dolphins for preseason.
Man,
You don't think Tua would want to play that game?
Nope.
no. Because I guarantee, well, y'all, but as I say y'all, I say the fan base, I guarantee they'd boo him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They hate him.
I think it's more Solanas than us, Hawk.
I don't hate Tua. By the way,
Oh, you're going to throw batteries at him.
You hated Tua for 3 years.
5. It would be funny if Tua only played but as a running back in that game. Like they only line him up as the running back.
They put him in for one play, runs for 28 yards, lowers his shoulder, you run out of bounds.
All right. Let me wrap up headlines here. Los Modelings do play tonight, 7:10. They're in Tampa. They open up that 3-game series. Jansen Junk is on the mound. You can listen to the game here on FM 104.3 WQAM. Inter Miami does play Sunday. They're back at home. They host the Timbers of Portland at New Stadium. The Preakness is this week, by the way, and it's a different location, right, Hawk, than it normally is. They're running at Laurel
It
Park. Yeah, they're running at Laurel
I didn't
Park.
know that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Why?
Why?
Aren't you from Mount Laurel?
But there's what?
Mount Laurel. I worked in Mount Laurel.
What are you talking about? Are you okay?
I thought you were from Laurel something in Chicago.
Well, that's not even where Mount Laurel is.
Where's Mount Laurel? New York?
Jersey.
Not in Chicago.
Jersey.
Jersey.
That's right. Yeah.
What? Are you all right? From Highland Park, by the way.
That's close.
Mount Laurel is where NFL films are.
Been
That's
relocated to Laurel Park in Laurel, Maryland, while its traditional home at Pimlico undergoes a major redevelopment.
right. Yeah.
So not Chicago, not New Jersey, Maryland, Solana.
Correct. You got about none of the story right. Well, you got right that it is the Preakness this weekend.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, will wrap up our headlines for the week. Your weather, it's 89 degrees right now in Miami tonight. The lows will be in the mid to low 70s. That weather report brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, replacing roofs, roof repairs, maintenance, and hurricane impact windows and doors. It's almost hurricane season, fellas. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
All right, Kimbo Camper, we're going to talk Dolphins with him in the next segment. Cheetah Pompano is a great spot to have a little fun this weekend, including tomorrow night. We talked about it with Lee Sterling in the 3 o'clock hour, but Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano face off live on Netflix. You can watch the fights, the entire card, at Cheetah Pompano or Cheetah Palm Beach. You know, every day is a great day at Cheetah Pompano Beach, and you got to make sure you check out Cheetah Palm Beach as well. Next week, Cheetah Palm Beach is celebrating their 25th anniversary with a massive 2-day event, Wednesday and Thursday. So just stay tuned. Next week, I'll give you all the details, but suffice it to say, you will want to be at Cheetah Palm Beach next week, Wednesday and Thursday, for their 25th anniversary party. And again, Cheetah Pompano and Cheetah Palm Beach will have the Ronda Rousey-Gina Carano fight live from Netflix on Saturday night. You can get all the details at cheetahsofl.com.
This is Hawk, Crowder, and Solana.
You're not going to learn anything about sports on this show. I'm sorry, you're not. But I know McDonald's.
Got